The Halo universe is filled with wonder, mystery, and fascinating discoveries around every corner. With so much to explore, four friends decided it was about time that they booted up their consoles and discussed this universe that has grabbed their attention since childhood. JumperScape Audio kindly welcomes you to join them in the library.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The Library, the show where we talk about Halo lore. And I would be honored to reintroduce myself. I'm sure they would be honored to reintroduce themselves to all of you who are watching for the first time ever. For the patrons who have been here.
What took you so long?
Yeah, for real. The patrons have been watching since the beginning, since we started this process. You guys have seen some wild transformations in this set. And for those of you who are tuning in just now, it's great to see you. It's been fun trying to get this all ready. And by fun, I mean this was torment. But just to introduce ourselves, because now we're getting reacquainted, you and I, us as well, we and you. I am Austin. I'm the primary host for the library, and I do pretty much all the operations and such within JumperScape Media, LLC.
I am James. I am here as well. I didn't know we were doing descriptions, so I'm at a loss for words.
Say your favorite Halo.
2.
You done? Got it.
I'm done.
Cool. I didn't want to cut you off if you had more to add.
Nope.
Okay, cool. I am Shane. I'm a co-host, and my favorite Halo game is Halo 3.
We did that so smoothly, so with little effort.
Yeah.
We
And
have a fourth.
This is Connor.
host.
This is Connor.
That's Connor.
If
Connor's
you guys,
a good cat.
Yes,
Yeah.
if you guys haven't seen Connor before, that's Connor.
That's who's been talking every now and then.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's not here.
He's not here.
No, he's not.
He couldn't make it. A very unfortunate situation happened, and so he could not make it to this this very awesome premiere.
He died.
It's a shame, but it's true.
I'm just laughing through the pain. So that is actually our unofficial JumperScape mascot. You can call her Chummy. She's great. We love her very much. Connor, though, is our fourth. And Connor, I'm pretty sure his favorite Halo, we would probably just say it's 3 because he feels peer pressure.
I want to say he'd probably say Halo. No, probably 3.
It's got to be.
Of the, yeah.
He would not say CE.
No, definitely
Not even a little bit.
No, there's no brutes in it. He wouldn't say CE.
Has to have brutes in it.
Has to have brutes in it. He might say Halo 2 just because of Tartarus. Maybe. But
I feel like that would be his exact reasoning.
So today is going to be an extended episode. It's going to be as long as it really needs. We're going to try to move quickly through it, of course, because we don't want to be here for hours, and we very well could be if we actually did take our time with all these questions. But pretty much today is the lore of the library, and what that means is pretty much you get to learn a little bit more about us because of the Q&A, but also we're going to be every now and then probably getting a little reminiscent because I don't know. I was thinking about it actually while I was setting up for today that this all started with me in Texas suffering. And I pitched February of 2023. What if we did a podcast? And for some reason, no one questioned me or said no. Everyone's like, yeah, sure. Why not? And so the library kicked off with 4 hosts, and things were pretty much just a Discord call. Shout out to Adobe Enhance for allowing me to use their services while it was still in beta so that I can make everyone sound like they had professional
Me and
mics.
Shane had AI voices in a way of speaking.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, your voices were AI.
Whoa.
Yeah.
AI corrected.
Yes, because your microphones were not up to par of what I was hoping for.
Excuse us.
Yeah, so I just had to kind of work with it, and it was fine. It turned out really good. A lot of people say that those early episodes are some of their favorites, but then we changed.
The early episodes were just a yap fest.
Yep.
Between Austin and Bryant.
Yep. But
Me and Shane occasionally going, wow, cool.
Wow, that's cool. I remember playing this part of the game.
I would get my attention deficit self would pay attention for the first 10 minutes of each episode, then start playing a video game in the background.
I would literally start playing Minecraft while they were talking. Like, I cannot contribute to any of this.
Did you ever actually get that nuke in Modern Warfare 2?
Not while playing. Not while recording.
Dang. I was going to say, how are you doing that without... But, you know, that's unfortunate. Yeah, after that, everything changed with episode 19, Onie. That's when everything really flipped, because that was when we started getting a little sillier, and also one of your funniest moments of all time, like right off the bat with you walk outside, the sun couldn't be scorching people today.
Spawn killed.
Funniest things ever. That was the first short that we published for the library. If it wasn't Installation 00, it came first. But
then not too long after that was the first in-person studio.
Yep. My office
with a poker table.
Yep.
That was a vibe. liked the vibe.
It's kind of, the microphones were so high up though.
I'll say the only thing
it was cold up there.
That's the only thing I'll miss though is window.
Window.
I like the window.
Having a window.
The window. So that's the goals for when we
window.
Yeah, when we get a studio. Window.
Window.
It was in my, because I moved back here to Ohio, and then I got my home office set up. And when I got my office set up, I just kind of shoved my table into a corner, and I put a massive poker table that I got for $50 off of a old retired police lieutenant who was moving to the countryside because he was tired of the city.
This is it. This is the setup.
Yep. And I'm like, that's it. And so, I mean, it worked really well for the Monopoly game night.
It did.
Episode 30.
Oh, good times.
Episode 30. That was Connor made his appearance close to that. He wasn't there at first. He was there on episode 29, I think.
He was there for the Monopoly game night?
I thought he was. Yeah, he was there. And he made some form of appearances, like at least like he was there in the room. He was smart actually showing up, because then I was like, oh, I can trust this guy to be on the show.
Yeah, because for a while he just kind of showed up and was just there.
Yeah, he's a good listener. And then after all of that, I mean, I was getting kind of tired of being in my office because it was cramped and I couldn't make it my own space. And so a lot of planning started going into making this an actual studio setup.
Random tangent. My favorite was when Connor would answer the Q&As without even knowing what the question was. So we're sitting there naming off different video game characters but the question was like, what's some other sci-fi characters you like? And Connor goes, Kratos.
Yeah, that was funny.
Because you just thought we were naming other video game
He was trying
characters.
to answer the questions without context.
It was like
beautiful.
Kratos.
What?
Kratos?
No.
Bye, Connor.
Bye, Connor.
I wasn't giving Connor enough attention, I guess.
Poor
So
guy.
then we got this whole thing set up, and I had to do things like buy lights and foam, and I got this TV off of a friend of mine who runs an electronics shop. You introduced me to them.
I did.
Yeah, that was nice. I haven't seen him in a while. I kind of feel bad.
Well, I mean, it's probably a good thing that you're not going to see him.
Why?
Because wasn't it the shop that you went to?
Oh yeah, I mean, it is a repair shop.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't go see him, that means none of your shit is breaking.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's just like probably a good thing.
That's fair. So we have a couple segments to get through before we go on with this. First and foremost, we got to get this out of the way because I'm just excited that it's actually a thing. Glitch Energy. We're actually sponsored by them.
Glitch, give us free
we got this whole thing set up. I've been trying to find a good energy supplement for like a while. Energy drink of some kind. Energy mix, if you will. And Glitch is the only one that I actually like. I've tried so many of them now, and they are fantastic. Plus, you were mentioning earlier, there's no crash, and I agree on that 100%. So, Connor141 at checkout on their website, you'll get a little bit of a discount, and you'll also go towards helping Connor maintain his self-esteem.
Now, speaking of Glitch Energy,
yes,
I already thought of a name for a flavor if I ever had one.
Okay, yeah.
Jumper Juice.
Jumper Juice. You seem like you're not sold on that.
No. I wasn't going to say anything. I literally said that like last week. I literally said it last week. I was going to let you have it. Just edit that out.
No, dude, put my full shame on display.
I literally said that last week. Like, yep,
Jumper Juice.
the Jumper Juice flavor.
Sorry,
James thought he cooked.
Jumper Daiquiri.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll make it strawberry.
So the word jumper has to be in there is like the bottom line.
I figured.
Or
That's fair.
or glitch, hear us out. We each get our own. We each can make our own.
That'd be sick.
So we can start with a jumper juice. Okay, we'll start with that, and then if that goes well enough, then we all get our own.
What would you call yours?
I have not got that far.
Dog water.
Well, you're a terrible person.
I like it. I like it.
No, I don't like it. Who wants to drink something called dog water? No.
I mean, I'm just saying, I've drank in some drinks with weird names.
I mean, they have one called Skill Issue. Like, it's kind of hilarious.
That's better than dog water.
From a company that won't be named, I've had Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000.
That's a wild one. And it's actually, that was probably the only one that I was like, yeah, this is pretty all right.
Doesn't have the most appealing name.
No, I think that's the idea.
That's why we love him as a creator. Aside from that, we've also got something else going on. You don't see it on him, but you see it on James and me. We've got shirts
My
and
tank top
hats.
didn't show up today.
Merchandise.
We've got merchandise. We've got shirts. We got hats. We got jackets. We got mugs. We got that's it. Hoodies. I don't know.
Yep.
They are all available right now as of this episode going up. And
buy them.
They are. I worked so tirelessly hard to make sure that the material, the designs, and everything like that is as affordable as possible because I would rather you guys just have the clothes and not have to be like, ooh, $80.
Great.
Yeah, honestly, like I was trying so many different things. This version of this shirt actually is unique. No one's going to be able to get this because on the back it says the library Halo Lorecast. It's our logo on the back. That adds an extra like $20 in production costs. I'm like, nope. No, I'm keeping it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. That's what they call it. But aside from that, that's pretty much everything you got to get set up. For those of you who are not on our Patreon yet, we're about to go through the names. You guys should know this. For our newcomers here, which I'm expecting that there's quite a few of you actually this time around, which is going to be weird, honestly. The Patreon is its own little thing. It wasn't by our decision. It wasn't by anything other than they decided that it was time that they become funny. And so our Patreon has developed what's called the Council of Patreon Names.
Oh, boy.
And there's like 30 or 40 of them. I don't even know it by this point. They will change their name week to week to go along with a gag, to go along with a joke, to invent a story. It's wild what they do.
Sometimes they spam happy birthday.
Yes.
Sometimes.
And
like on your birthday.
It should be noted, though, this is the only time we'll be doing this on the library. This is the last time that we're doing it on the library. It's moving over to the next show that we're doing. It's coming over on Thursday. Get on the podcast. I'll put a link to it so that you guys actually see it and you know what it is. But the Patreon will be moving over there. And from here on going forward, we'll just be picking one of each, like one of each category, just because we have a lot to cover on this show. And we've been noticing we've been running out of time to talk about Halo lore. So we're trying to make it so we can save as much time as possible. So thank you for understanding on that. But for now, patreon.com/JumperScape has a few things for us this time around. I already saw a couple of these, and unfortunately, some of them are addressed to Connor.
Oh, no. Connor's the theme this week, and he's not here.
I think people will take him as like the underdog in a way, which is kind of fun because they give him so much attention because of that, and I love that.
I guess, yeah.
Because he's the one that walks in and is like, Halo 4? Doesn't even know what it is.
So he has not. I'm trying to think. Like I don't think he's played the entirety of Halo 4. Don't think he's played the entirety of Halo 5. I'm just calling him out. You don't have
to empty the dirty laundry. I'm
I'm not even trying to. It's just like no Halo 4.
It's fun.
No Halo 5. Hasn't played Halo Infinite. Hasn't played either of the Halo Wars games.
Tough.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Patreon time. So starting at our 150 tier, we've got Jacob Adlam, Scion Esports. Love you guys.
Give us free.
Default 4. Nope, that's not in the 150. Scion Esports. I was expecting Kyle, but I forgot Kyle is doing other things at the moment. So he is down at the $1 tier right now.
What a bum.
I know.
That was a joke. I love you.
He's trying to afford some stuff that's happening at HCS. If you guys are going to HCS Seattle in October, there's some things going on that I don't even know how to quantify.
Said James, it's probably not wise to call our designated driver
was a
bum.
joke. God, he knows I'm joking.
At our 100
I
tier
hope.
versifiers, we've got It's Default 456. At the $50 poet tier, we got Dark Salad 42. At $25 per month, we got Connor did not list me as his favorite, formerly Dick Hammerbush. Oh,
Ooh.
I forgot Connor didn't do that. He listed someone else as his favorite patron.
Oh, that's right.
What an idiot.
That's right. Oh, wow.
Jeez, he's lucky he's not here.
He's not here to even scream, yeah.
No, he wouldn't. I wouldn't let him.
Be like, you don't deserve to.
I wouldn't let him. Hounds of Meath, Linda Murray.
Thank you for being real.
Thank you for being real. Pickle Farmer. Reach getting blasted was also an inside job.
Onie.
Seth Rutherford, Spartan Dave, the flood attack on Voy was an Onie cover-up for a bioweapon test.
Everyone's getting super like conspiracy theory-esque.
You think this one's gonna be this time?
Oh boy.
$15 tier is Cool Blazer, Disco Tech Priest, Mo Baggett Yallin, Spartan Abuko G156, and Stably Unstable. Then on to the $10, we got the Addy Criminal, Clover, Eater of Pickles, Connor Clark, Dapper Dame, Dylan, Fetch Me Their Souls. Can you hit me with a zombie screech? Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
500 sopping wet yodeling pickles.
Wow, that was so cool. I liked how you did that, and that was so cool.
Thanks.
I thought I'd share.
Okay. Lactating Gator, Lactating Milk MT, last on reaction, Spartan Forges, Chipotle Shotgun, the Lactation of Mercy. Then in our $5 tiers, we've got Sky Cairo, Doll Eva, Flyboy, the space elevator collapse at New Mombasa was an inside job Pfeiffer. Jeez. Jake Somali, Keith 077, Kid Puncher 2006, Mr. Shifter, James Zealot. My name is Austin. I'm not saying that still. You got to change that name, dude. Prophet of Lactation, sir. Sir, a second cruiser just hit Bravo 6.
Is it just the month we're in?
I guess so.
I think it's just the month we're in.
2 days away.
Bless you.
I guess.
Jeez. Slapnuts, Tucker, Valkorian, and Wyatt. Then we're on to our very special Bard tiers. The Bard tier is getting a increase, by the way. We're going to be lifting the limit a little bit. So for those of you who have wanted the very special treatment that bards get, you're going to want to hop on that right now. We got Zealot of Lactation, Tico Vadamai, Aussie ODST, Damian Groth, Ginger Boy Headass, Hayden Hamilton. Hello, my name is Austin Murphy, and I love the Council of Patreon names. That's a very valid thing for you to make me say. I appreciate that.
Could have been a lot worse.
Could have been a lot worse. Oh, gosh, it got worse.
Oh, no.
Hey.
Oh, no.
Hey, Orange.
I
Hey.
knew immediately what
Hey,
you were
Orange.
doing.
Hey, Orange. Hey.
They didn't even get it right. It's Hey
It's
Apple.
Hey Apple, but context. I
It's
understand.
context.
I understand.
I'll hit you with
God.
a canon one just for the you, okay? Hey, Apple. There we go. I have changed the name as requested. Phoenix, Arizona getting bleamed was an inside job.
Oh my. Okay, so I think I was right. I think this is the theme for the month.
Getting
For the
bleamed
week.
puts it lightly.
Getting bleamed.
Pity 104, the chaplain, the new Phoenix gas leak was an inside job. That's episode 19, dude. We just talked about that.
Oh, man.
Because you said that it was a gas leak. That was like your thing. You said that.
Oh my God.
The oldest living Halo fan, the big moose, the goob. Yes, you were right. It is I, Face McShooty. Yes!
He's back.
Yay!
He's back.
Is it really him?
It's him. It's him.
How do you know?
He knows I rock with Face McShooty.
I'm just saying it out loud so I manifest
What
it.
if they're messing with us again? What if they're doing the Linda Marie
Linda
thing
Marie was real, though.
the whole time?
It should have been. Unless
I
they found
hope.
some chick. Just go on the like Yellow Pages. Find Linda Marie somewhere in your area. I don't know. At our last final tier, $1 tier, Penmans, we have Alex Spartan number 30, Claude Spark 5970, Garrus Vicarian, Halo the Guy, Herpy Derp Floors, Flood Splores, Can't Melt Covenant Halls, Derp Derp.
This is insane.
Flood Spores can't.
This is insane.
Is Kariki, Kawahuli, Mad Jeremy, Random Svid Schnugens. The flood was created by the UNSC to take our credits. Thomas Lane, UNSC Proportional Response. You don't have to be rampant to work here, but it helps. And last but not least, good sir, warm apple swells.
Yay.
Warm apple swells.
So glad that you changed it back, because that one time that you changed it, I straight up was losing it.
Face McShooty heard my pleas to come back.
I miss Ungoy food nipple.
I do, but warm apple swells.
But warm apple swells.
With that all being said and done, now we're on to the review section. This is going to also move. This is moving over to Get On as well. It just, because again, content and all of that, trying to cover everything. The Q&A though will be staying here with the library. Everything that has to do with the library specifically will be staying here. So the most of the content will still be around. Starting off though on the reviews, we got 5 stars from Clodocat83. Question: what is your favorite cutscene from each Halo game, not including anniversary games? My favorite of all time is the one that plays at the end of the level, The Storm, in Halo 3, just after you take out the Covenant AA gun. The one where Arbiter's like, Rah! I know what he's talking about.
Bro cheated. Put his question in the reviews.
That is true. He did. He did cheat. But also, not including anniversaries? Why?
Why?
Because like all of the good ones are in there. Like really? I guess there's.
Well, you just like, he cheated, I'm cheating. I'm using anniversary anyway.
Okay.
And it's giving the Covenant back their bomb in an anniversary.
That's a really good one. The one that makes me feel the most these days, because note, I've played these games thousands and thousands of times. Like I play exclusively the campaigns, basically. I think last I checked, I have 222 days of playtime in just MCC campaigns. So they're losing a little bit of their luster on me. Not that I don't like them. It's just they're not as like to me anymore. The cutscene for Halo Wars 2 where Cutter is giving his speech, I still feel something every time. That is shivers down my spine every single time. It's so freaking good. I'm still working on memorizing the whole thing because it's just that good. Shane?
What was the question? It was favorite cutscene?
Favorite cutscene, not including anniversary, unless you want to break rules like he did.
No, shoot.
So that cutscene from Halo 2, the after credits?
Mm-hmm. So I honestly, I don't know. I don't want to say it's a hot take, but I don't know. It just felt, oh my God. I want to say it's the intro to Halo. I'm sorry, I'm torn right now. Either the opening cutscene to Halo 3, where it's literally just Cortana just monologuing while Chief literally jumps. Because I mean that's like that's my very first memory of Halo. Like my first time owning a Halo game and loading up Halo 3. Like the very first mission I played of any Halo game ever was the Ark on Halo 3. That was my very first Halo mission ever. Then when I got the game itself, that opening cutscene always, it just brings me back. It was either that or the opening cutscene in Halo Infinite. And
yeah,
just like where Chief literally gets manhandled. It just felt like, oh God, we're so back. Little did we know we weren't back.
Oh gosh.
I thought we were so back.
We haven't even started on the episode and we're already talking crap about Halo Infinite. Well, let's go.
That's why I'm like, do I want it? That's what I was debating. I'm like, do I really want to bring that up? But those two cutscenes are like, they sit in my brain. A good honorable mention would be the opening cutscene to the Covenant.
Oh yeah, I mean, oh dude, you get so mad at me when I skip that one.
Well, we were doing a modded Halo run, and every time like one of us would crash, we got stuck on the Covenant. The game just would not work on the Covenant, so we replayed it like 4 times, and it just started to get really, really annoying hearing the piano key. I'm like, God, please just skip it at this point. Like I didn't want you to at first, but the more we went. So yeah, probably the opening cutscene to Halo 3, followed by the opening cutscene to Halo Infinite, and then that's my honorable mention.
Sweet. All right, well then we'll stick with that. Next is 4 stars.
Hello?
Pardon?
Excuse me?
Oh, I get why.
Okay.
So it's a bunch of emojis.
Okay.
From Canada.
Oh, that explains it.
Community episodes are gone. I can't find most of the community episodes. You can't find any of them. I don't know what you're talking about most. You can't find any of them. They're gone.
Where are you finding the few that you can find?
So here's how this goes, all right? Here's how this goes. The community episodes were confusing the algorithm in every single way possible, and it was actually a huge detriment to do it, and so the experiment failed, basically. So here's where you can find them, all right? You ready for this? if you are I believe it's a $5 or $10 Patreon supporter for 1 month, you can just get access real quick. Go into our for Patreon downloads section, download all the episodes you want, all of the episodes of The Library, Room 237, Get On, all of it, even our audio dramas, Tarkov Halo stories from Waypoint, all of that are all available on that Patreon download link. Download the episodes, you're all good. If you don't want to go that far, or if you don't feel like supporting, because that's perfectly valid and reasonable, then go onto YouTube, because YouTube, the Library Halo Lorecast, has, if you're watching it here at least, it has all the episodes combined into one. So those episodes are not just, we didn't just upload the main episode and then didn't upload the community episode to YouTube. We combined them together with the help of our editor, Mark. So these episodes are available to you for free. Just find them there instead, basically. So apologies to those of you who don't have YouTube Premium and can't pretend that you're listening to a podcast. That's pure audio. Next is 5 stars from Alien Boy, all caps Patreon. I don't know what it has to do with Patreon. I read the question already. It has nothing to do. Who would win, Master Chief or Frank Woods? But Woods says you can't kill me, so you can't kill him.
Well, I mean, put it right there.
I understand. If Frank Woods,
I don't think he would win. I think he would just get tormented forever.
This guy cheated too.
Yeah, just holds him down and just keeps punching him. But he's like, you can't kill me. So Chief literally cannot kill him.
Yeah. 5 stars from Alien Boy again. W. I'm not doing it today. I was doing voice acting. I was pretending to be a captain of a ship. My voice is partially gone. If I scream, man, I'm sorry. Your Battledudes video titled "What Did You Have for Breakfast" currently has 117 views. I don't remember an episode titled "What Did You Have for Breakfast?"
Hold up. Are you looking at?
Is it maybe the green text on the title on the thumbnail?
Hold on.
Could be the thumbnail.
I'm looking. If you want to keep, I'll look. If you want to move on, I'll look.
Okay. I love it. 5 stars from GangerPlayer 556. Says, I've told all my friends about this podcast. They aren't a fan of the swearing, but they still like it. I'm listening to this podcast right now. Keep up with the podcast and keep being funny and awesome. If I could do 10 out of 5, I would. You guys are my most favorite podcast people. You even encouraged me and my friends to make our own podcast on YouTube. I thought podcast listening wasn't for me, but it is. You guys are the best. Thank you for making this podcast. That's really sweet of you. Also, you didn't drop your podcast, though. How am I supposed to listen to it if you don't tell me what it is?
You could have gotten a plug.
What did you have for breakfast? That's what he said, right?
You're trying so hard here, man.
I'm sorry. Wait,
the quote sounds familiar, though.
It kind of. I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
No, it was the pre-workout. Is that what he's talking about? Was it the clip?
Oh yeah.
What did you all
check the shorts? Check the shorts.
Yeah. What did you guys all have for breakfast? Nothing. Pre-workout. Like how far back? That was like a while, right?
Yeah, it's one of the first ones.
It's got 120 now.
That was it. That was the one. Gosh, thank you for that.
Quick. Everyone tell me what you had for breakfast at the same time. I'm currently eating pizza. Nothing. Pre-workout.
That's what he was talking about.
That's a good one.
I started going, I'm like, what is this man talking about?
Why were you asking us what we had for breakfast? Do you remember?
Yeah, that I did. I do quirky stuff like that when I'm trying to make sure that all the audio levels are working.
I thought it was the NPC test.
No, it's not the NPC. Well, it is, but I didn't use it as an NPC test at the time.
But I didn't have breakfast yet.
But yes, thank you very much for the kind words, GangerPlayer. You're super awesome, and you should absolutely tell us what your podcast is, because I don't care. I'll say it here. We ain't about being all like, I'm high and mighty. I had installation 00 and Hidden Xperia wants to play Space Marines. Blah, 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 blah. I don't care, man.
Hey there, Halo fans. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with our friends right after these messages.
I don't think he actually does. He texted me back saying that he got it. That's all I know.
You got it? He wants to play with me so bad.
There's a re-release of Stranded Part 2, but Connor isn't here, so
tough.
That's not happening. I'm sorry. But with that being said, that's the reviews. That's the Patreon. So thank you guys again for all those submissions. They're really fun. We love reading and getting to know you guys a little bit through your questions.
Bring the boom.
I didn't check the P.O. box over the weekend, so I don't know if there's something in there right now. But if there is, sorry, I'll read it next week.
But if there isn't, make sure there is something for next week.
Seriously, for real. But other than that, I think it's about time we get on to the Q&A. Don't you guys think?
Sure.
Awesome. Cheyenne, because of the time constraints, I'm just going to read them myself. But include yourself.
Oh, in the question and answer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. All right, so we're going to use this Q&A section as our way of also introducing our wonderful tech, my lovely wife, Miss Cheyenne. Yeah, you hit that for yourself. Yeah, that makes sense.
I have the power.
You really do. She's controlling all of our sounds. She's controlling and making sure everything is all working well. So
it has been for a few weeks now.
A very long time, yes. So thank you for all that work that you've been doing. You're going to be included in all these questions.
Woo.
Woo.
Even if you have no idea how to answer them, because I think you've only played through a total of 1 Halo.
Comment evolve.
All right, so here we go. We're going to start off going as far back as July 9th for these questions. We got this.
We are okay.
We're going to move quick. You got this? All right, here we go. Captain Varco asks, if you had the chance to put one JumperScape reference in a future Halo game, what would it be? A Tarkov voice pack, Shane's garage map, JumperScape poster in a mess hall, or something else?
It'd be illegal for me not to say my garage map. We might just make that on Forge. But yes, sure, I'll say that.
I don't like that it was multiple choice because I had an idea pop into my brain immediately.
Then say that.
But it wasn't one of the choices.
I think it was
It
just
said something else.
saying like ideas, but you can
Yeah, it
have
said or
another
something
one.
else at the end.
Mhm.
So
Okay. I just started hearing choices. I was like, oh no, multiple choice.
Please.
But for me, it'd be like something similar to like either like the Conan Easter egg or the Red versus Blue Easter eggs,
Yeah.
where it's just like us as characters talking to each other and being stupid in a random Easter egg.
He took mine.
Whoops.
Connor
That's my favorite.
Connor reminds me of like what Dice would do with Battlefield Friends.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Kind of very similar.
I would love
something similar to that would be very cool.
How would you want JumperScape to make it in?
A skull called "We Like to Have Fun Here."
That's awesome.
Ooh.
That's sick. What would the skull do?
If
If you can think of it quickly.
I can't think of it quickly.
Ooh, I thought of my custom skull that I made up.
Yeah.
The one that I said acted like that one gobble gum that switches your
This
gun
is
every
like months later. It's just now hitting
yeah,
you.
I know. But I'm saying this could be what. I said this on a preview when we were asked what a skull we would make up. What would it?
Yeah, I know.
do?
This was a while ago.
And so this will be the name.
Yeah.
Oh, we like to have fun here. Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
okay.
The skull would be called "We Like to Have Fun Here," and it would. You'd have a random weapon every 10 seconds.
Yeah.
That works. Okay. Yeah. All right. Next is from Noah asking, will you all ever make a mug? All right. So first of all, there's a mug available right now on Patreon. It's this one.
We have a mug.
We have a mug. Second of all, Patreon gets a new mug every 3 months-ish. I try to release a new mug so that you guys always get one whenever you guys join in.
I'm not going to lie to you. I totally almost just dropped that.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
We have a mug.
We no longer have a mug.
But you can buy one.
But you can buy one.
We'll be releasing all the Patreon mugs on the site, though. I'm going to try to make a whole little category for it so you guys never miss out on the Patreon exclusive mugs. Corporal Slate 92 asks, what's a joke that stopped you in the middle of what you were doing and made you laugh for minutes on end? Anything from Shane Gillis, really.
Oh, I thought you were going to say me. Damn it. Anything from Shane.
I would have just said Shane.
Fair enough. I thought you were just going to stop there. I'm like, oh, what did I say?
I can't really think of one that made me stop what I was doing, like off the top of my head.
like it was a joke. Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Was that,
A joke, yeah.
I can't think of a joke, but I have a funny scenario. If it won't, it'll be a quick story.
Then do it. You won't.
It'll be okay. So in 2020, when me, James, Austin, and Connor made our COVID Minecraft realm, because everyone had a Minecraft world, me and James made a pact that we were going to live together, and we did not communicate our build at all. You remember where I'm going with this. And we didn't, like, James was working on the top floor and I was working on the bottom. We were doing like the layout, and like our ideas like meshed, and we're like, oh, we screwed up. And I was like, James, I think we're just gonna have to go our separate ways. And James is just having like a hysterical breakdown, like in total denial. No, I can fix it. And he's like chopping away at all the wood. He's like, no, I can fix it. I can fix this. I promise. I don't know what it was, but oh my God, I was short of breath. I thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital.
I did fix it. I finished that house, and that's still a house I had.
I moved
until
out.
the end of that realm.
We just had two separate ideas, and I'm like packing up all my stuff, and it's like James is like begging me not to leave. No, I can fix this, please. Like
I had
toxic
a vision.
relationship.
My vision was happening.
Do you have any jokes that stopped you mid?
I don't know. Like our cat making weird faces. I know that a lot of the time I'll quote memes and that gets you.
Yeah, because it's just always out of pocket.
Because like I'm not a very internet literate person, but I pick up on stuff by being around these people. And so I'll still be talking about something and then I'll just like quote a meme and he just loses it and I don't even know what the meme like is about.
That's valid. Lactating Chainsword asks, do the ODSTs have something similar to an elite commando team, similar to the ARC troopers in Star Wars? All right, you want to take that?
Yes.
Go ahead. You got this.
I think that was him taking it. Him saying yes.
Yes. Well, what are they called?
Why are you doing this to him? Why are you doing this to him?
Okay. The 21st Space Assault Battalion is the Black Daggers.
I knew that.
They're basically the
Black Daggers.
They're basically the special forces. You can read all about them in Halo Silent Storm.
Silent Storm, I said it first.
Or you can go with the ODST SPF, which is the
ODST SPF.
ODST Special Purpose Force. They are basically, they were basically the special forces of the special forces for the ODST. But they were only in a cannon fodder that was removed after Waypoint updated and got rid of the forums. So it's ambiguous on whether or not it's canon. Good job, James.
I did it.
It was me.
Slip Spirit of 01 asks, Austin, I found your son you left at the shop in the... I'm just going to leave that there.
Do you guys have something you want to...
No, it wasn't bad. I just wanted to make it sound like he found my actual son. I don't have a son.
Oh, yeah, we don't have one yet.
No. Poop Collector asks, what is the best impression you can do of a Halo character?
Oh, no.
Does mine count if I can do Jeff Steitzer?
I mean, yeah.
Cheney Mania. Double kill. Triple kill. Overkill. Kill-tacular. Kill-trocity. Kill-pocalypse. Kilimanjaro. Kill-tastrophe. Killionaire. Un-f***ing believable.
There was someone who said they weren't a fan of the swearing earlier, and you just said that.
I'm sorry that the censorship isn't funny enough.
But
Fair enough.
Beep it.
It goes diddly-doo. Isn't that funny?
I'm just giving you a hard time.
I know, so are they.
I don't do impressions.
Do Johnson right now.
Oh, no.
Say you know what the ladies like.
No.
Okay, how about Halo Dubs Johnson?
I would laugh.
Oh no, Master Chief, you look fly as hell. Oh no, Master Chief.
Oh god, what did he say when that replaced the I know what the ladies like scene in Halo 2 where he was like he pulled the machine. What did he say?
Some ass tonight.
Yeah, that's what he, I guess if I could choose to do an impression, that would probably be Johnson. I mean, honestly, probably Halo Dubs Johnson. I would love to be able to do Halo Dubs Johnson. If you haven't watched Halo Dubs, highly recommend.
This guy doesn't mean saying Healy.
Yeah, but not with my normal voice. We have to pitch it down. It doesn't work.
Everyone has to pitch their voice down. There's only like a select few people, like Atriox's voice actor, who doesn't have to pitch it down.
I do a mean grunt though.
Do it.
Oh no. Oh no. Why am I like embarrassed to do it? Maybe it's because I'm on camera.
How about this?
Well, hello there, brother.
I don't even know what to say.
Well,
to
come
that.
on.
I know that.
We're trying to go out and get some McDonald's.
Cup.
Harley asks, what is the texture of the Flood? CE makes it sound like it's wet and squishy. Halo 2 Anniversary makes it look wet and squishy, but Halo 3 makes them seem dry. I think that's a problem with the texture system, not necessarily the actual like texture of them. I think they're probably just squishy. Although some of them is described as rather hard and barky because of Halo Infinite, making the Flood kind of look like trees. In a way.
I mean they're rotting, like just flesh and decaying. Like, so I mean, probably squishy and fragile,
I would think.
I bet they're a little bony though.
Yeah.
They're probably just an amalgamation of bones. That's the most
Exactly.
disgusting part, yeah. Noah, Spirit of 10 asks, do you play Starfield? No.
No, have not.
You?
Easy question.
Do you?
Me? I've played the first level.
Do you like it?
It was fine. It felt like Skyrim.
Shocker.
There's the insult. Slip Spirit of 01 asks, Connor, Shane, and James. Go ahead, Connor.
Well said.
What is your guys' favorite alcoholic beverage? Austin, I know you don't drink, so what's your preferred non-alcoholic? But I had whiskey on this
drinks.
show.
He does drink. Just responsibly.
What was
Maybe
the-
it's because you're a Christian boy who went to a Christian school.
You do look like you don't drink.
I'm Christian. I didn't go to a Christian school.
Nothing in there
But I
says-
drink.
Nothing in there says you can't drink. It just says you can't get drunk.
So are we answering that question?
I guess I'll answer it
You
myself
can answer
too.
it for Connor.
I was gonna go. I mean, unless
You
you,
go
guys want to go. I have like in terms of beer, my very first legal beer was a Stella Artois. I had that in New York, so I hold that in high regard. It's nothing crazy, but it's a good beer. Go to is usually a Miller Lite. Usually if I go out, I get like basic like Tito's vodka Red Bull. That's my go-to, so I can stay awake and it doesn't taste like shit if you make it right.
Cool.
You go.
Oh, okay.
I'm still thinking.
Guinness. I will down that stuff like crazy. I love it. It's delicious.
I guess that's an easy answer.
Now your
it's
whiskey.
way too easy.
So your favorite whiskey now?
My favorite whiskey?
I did a beer in vodka, so now
That's
do you-
fair.
yeah.
That's fair.
Yes.
Okay, so if here, I'll throw in a little bonus. I love.
All right, let's all do favorite beer, liquor, and mixed drink / cocktail.
Ooh, okay, that's a good idea. All right, well then that's remarkably easy actually. Guinness, for if it's gonna be whiskey because it's usually is. I love me some Bullet. Although if I want to pick my absolute favorite, I freaking love Blanton's. It's just really expensive,
and really hard to find.
Yes, and then I'll take a smoky old fashioned almost everywhere I go, even at the airport.
Old fashions are really good too.
Mhm.
Honorable mention.
My favorite beer changes every week because I am what you would call a craft beer snob. So I try lots of beers and I never buy the same beers twice. Is usually how that goes.
Fair.
My favorite liquor is probably Mitcher's bourbon is very good. And my favorite I guess if I had to pick an everyday carry for liquor, it'd be Jack. Everyday carry because you know
That's scary.
Like what I mean by that is like you go to a bar, you have to order like you have the one that you just know they're gonna have.
Yes,
That's what. Yeah, that's like my vodka Red Bull. Like
Exactly.
I know everyone has vodka and everyone has Red Bull.
If I said Mitchers and cola, I'd probably get. Also, I wouldn't mix Mitchers with anything. It's supposed to be by itself.
Sip it.
But-
yep.
You stole mine.
You just stole mine.
So I'll take the other cocktail I like. And that's a Manhattan. I like a Manhattan. They're pretty similar drinks, to be quite honest with you.
There's only one other one that I can think of that I would have taken second as well. It's like it's,
Dark and Stormy is really good.
I don't remember what mine is called. It's not gin and tonic, but it's like it has those things in there. I don't remember what its name. I'm not gonna
Gin,
no, I can't remember.
a spritz.
I can give somewhat of an
You know
answer for Connor.
Irish coffee. I'll just say that. Go ahead.
Connor, I don't know about his beer.
Probably Miller Lite.
I barely know about his mixture. I know he likes Fireball a lot.
Fireball.
Connor has exquisite taste.
Can't you tell? Connor's a simple man.
Question from Kyle asks, for all hosts, what is the fastest in a vehicle you have gone? I myself have gotten to 177 in Mexico.
Thanks for specifying.
Thanks for that.
Probably 90.
Do we count roller coasters as vehicles?
No.
Damn it.
I'm assuming he means a car that you were driving.
Because then 120 miles per hour.
Dragster.
Probably,
Yes.
probably about like I mean, in Texas, I would regularly hit over 100, so somewhere over there.
105. 105.
I'm a grandpa driver, and I felt scared going 90. So
I want to give just somewhat context. Like, I didn't do it like out of ignorance, or I mean, I guess it was out of ignorance. I didn't do it to be stupid. I'm a good driver. I don't try to be an idiot. I was going home from Sonic Temple, and me and Ethan, we had a hotel room, and it was like not even midnight yet. I'm like, I could leave right now and be home at like 1. I'm like, that's nothing. About an hour and a half into the drive, I was crashing hard. And I was not, and like, it was the speed limit was like 70, 75. And like, I was not paying attention. And it was just a straight shot on an empty, like dark stretch of the highway where I could have very easily got pulled over, but it was like, I'm not even kidding, like in the middle of absolute nowhere. I did not realize, like, once I hit a certain speed, I just take my foot off the gas and coast a little bit, but I just kept my foot like slightly pressed down, like literally like big toe, like just to keep the speed going. I'm like, I want to just get home. And I looked down at my speedometer. It did not feel like I was going 105, but I was going 105.
It'd be like that.
Yeah.
Are you doing that on 30?
Huh?
Are you doing that on 30?
Don't think so. It was in the middle. It was in the middle of nowhere. There was nothing. I don't know where I was. I just know I was on the highway.
Are you going north or like?
Well, I was coming back home.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Because there's like going to Mansfield area.
Mm-hmm.
That highway is like cop city. So
right.
Like I'm
well, I wasn't in
were.
Mansfield because it was Sonic Temple. Sonic Temple's not in Mansfield. That's incarceration.
Yeah, but it passes Mansfield when you go to.
It was before that. Yeah, it was before
Okay.
that.
That's what I was wondering.
No, because I would have absolutely. That's like relatively populated. Like I was in the middle of nowhere. Like I was seeing corn stalks and hell is real signs. That's how in the middle of nowhere I was.
Oh, that's awesome. He also asks, who has the best drip out of everyone? Well, he also asks, what is better in your opinion, Halo or Star Wars? Halo. Yeah,
Star Trek.
You're saying Star Trek. Okay, that's not an answer. You gotta pick one or the other.
No, it is now illegal.
It's hard because
they're both in a spot right now.
They both have a very similar trajectory. It's kind of funny. I say I'd probably go Halo, but I could change that answer any day.
So what do we like better or what is better?
What is better in your opinion?
In my opinion, I go back and play Halo games a lot more than I go back and I watch Star Wars or play Star Wars games. So I'll say that. I'll say I Halo.
I'm probably leaning Halo, but honestly, like Star Wars still has unmatched world building that Halo's probably the closest sci-fi universe to it in terms of scope.
Star Trek.
I would probably be more interested in Star Wars world building if they would just stop like sabotaging it.
There's certain like Fallen Order and Survivor banger games.
Tight.
Love both of those games.
Outlaws.
I haven't played or watched anything, so I will not give an opinion.
I've watched plenty. I'm not interested.
It's a Ubisoft game.
The AI looks embarrassing. I'll say that.
Wildlands was better with the AI.
And the AI in Wildlands were pretty dumb.
Yep. Do you prefer Puppet Yoda or CGI Yoda?
Puppet Yoda.
I'm actually weird. I prefer CGI Yoda.
I don't blame you. It depends.
But Phantom Menace Puppet Yoda is so cute.
He's horrifying.
He's adorable.
For me, I just kind of, here's the thing. I love Puppet Yoda. Don't get me wrong. But the CG Yoda, well, yeah, he's CG. He's a lot more, he's just so much more expressive.
I was going to say, I prefer the attitude and the personality of CGI Yoda. I can take him a lot more seriously than I can take Puppet Yoda.
Yeah.
A lot more seriously.
I think it's just because you get the kind of clowny, fun, jokester version of Yoda every time he's a puppet. And whenever we've seen him in CGI, he's very serious, Jedi Master-like, you know what I mean?
Like full of wisdom, like you could...
And like, so for me, I also, that's just, I grew up with CG Yoda being my Yoda. So
that's funny because there's a whole song about that, my Yoda.
Because kid me didn't really even notice the difference because you're a kid and you're stupid. So
I noticed the difference, but I just didn't
was
know.
like, Yoda looks better because like his face moved more.
Yeah.
So like Kid Me was like, this Yoda looks better than the old Yoda.
He also asked, "What's our favorite meal?"
Meal.
Ooh.
Like, what's our death row meal?
No, I don't know about that. Probably
That's like such a wild jump in questions. Like
because I'm saying chicken Alfredo easy. Sorry, you can hop on my train if you want.
No, I don't want to hop on your train.
Fine, then I'll go to my second.
No, it's
Burgers
okay.
of any kind. No, it's too late.
No,
You can say chicken Alfredo.
No, it's okay. I was gonna say because definitely if not chicken Alfredo, because chicken Alfredo is one of the first things I learned how to cook. I love steak and cheesy potatoes.
Sick.
To death.
That's solid.
With some French onion soup.
Sick.
Now this is hard. I've been on quite a barbecue kick.
Yes.
So I love me some brisket, some like nice potato wedges, mac and cheese, a good coleslaw.
Pulled porks.
Pulled pork's okay.
That's
I'm a brisket
insane.
man.
What?
Okay, I
That's
like pulled
insane.
pork. I didn't say it was bad.
You said it was okay. It's basically the same as
It's
saying
better
it's
than
mid.
okay.
I
Pulled pork
pick-
is better than okay.
Most time when I go barbecue, you get a platter. I usually do a 1 meat platter because I like having a lot of brisket because that's my favorite barbecue meat.
Fair enough.
Then you slather on some favorite barbecue sauces. I love going to a barbecue spot and they have like the rack of different barbecue sauces for you to try.
Yeah.
That's the best. But also, I love me a hibachi steak meal
Yep, that's
Oh my God,
with some
hibachi.
sushi as an appetizer.
Yeah, that stuff's good.
That's my
Some Philly rolls.
battle. That's my battle in my brain.
I was gonna say it's too like total. Like I guess it just
very
depends,
different.
depending on your mood for the day. If you want hibachi or if you
I'll be a happy camper if I have either, though. That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing.
hibachi is very good. I don't think I've ever had bad hibachi.
What's your favorite?
I think it depends on like how nostalgic I'm feeling for a certain thing. Because like at the moment, since we're like thinking ahead towards our like class reunion and stuff, like right now I'm like, yeah, ramen from like a nice ramen shop. Because like we used to go there every week for like they weren't really dates, but they were. Because we did it while we were still just friends. Anyway, but then also there's like a place where I'm from, like a couple towns over, that's called Toto's Tacos.
That stuff's fire.
And it's all like Wizard and Oz themed and stuff. And the Wizard quesadilla there is a meal that like I've grown up eating. Like even when they were at a different location, I have like really early memories of eating there. We would go there after basketball games, and it's just like a thing.
Fair.
And so like I have other foods like that where like I have an emotional connection to it. And so it depends on the day and what emotion I'm feeling, like who I'm thinking of, that I guess would be my favorite.
Fair.
In general, it's spaghetti though.
Super long-winded, emotional,
but
heartfelt
basically
answer.
it's spaghetti.
But probably spaghetti. I don't know.
You're gonna say spaghetti, not bow
Austin.
ties? Yeah.
Can you let me know when the next Halo lore-related, long-winded Austin answer question is?
Long-winded Austin answer?
Yes. Oh, these all personal questions?
For the most part.
Oh, that's nice. I have to pee.
There's one that's in a bit. You can just go.
Okay. We had
Well done before.
we had a little bit of time waiting because we were getting stuff set up, and
Yeah.
also we were holding out for Connor.
Yeah.
So sorry, I didn't.
It's okay.
You know,
It's like that. Kyle asks, what keeps you optimistic about Halo's future?
I'm glad to skip this question.
I'm gonna be extremely blunt. Well, the fans, there's that, but if not the fans, not much else.
Dang.
Yeah, the fans I think carry in terms of like content, stuff that you can go back and replay, stuff that feels fresh, feels new. I mean, God, even in Halo Infinite, like all the new modes and maps are they're Forge made by fans and not made by 343 themselves, which I mean, it's okay, but I feel like we've become too reliant on the fans. Like if it's going to get like, you better start dishing out paychecks to just
seriously.
people
The Forge people don't get any recognition aside from like they made
it, but we're going to, reap the rewards for it. I think there should be a little bit more incentive offered if you're going to use like Forge created maps from the community. I definitely think. I mean, I'll at least say this. Shout out to 343 for not like throwing out like cease and desists like a certain other company.
Yeah,
that are for other fans that are trying to do justice for another poorly managed franchise that has fallen off over the years. At least 343 is not doing that.
No.
But I do think there should be more credit given.
Yeah, I'm here just saying HCS. So long as HCS is going, then something is happening. But as soon as HCS drops off, then we're going to be talking about Doomsday.
I mean, I'm hoping we get. I mean, I don't even know what like. I obviously other than like the teams, going all the content creators meeting up. Like I'm hoping like we get like something to look forward to at HCS. I'm not going to count my blessings.
Oh, we got plenty to look forward to at HCS.
I mean, like in terms of like Halo itself.
Oh
yeah.
Well, yeah, none of that. But it is the fact that it's active in that way means that something's happening. They have to keep on developing the game if they're going to host tournaments.
Basically. Oh, I mean, I don't doubt it that they're not. I'm not saying that they're not developing, but like I want to just give us something to look forward to, like something.
They'll give you a book. Noah asks, "What's your favorite movie?" Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Next question.
Brother, that's a very interesting answer.
It's my favorite. James.
I'm going to answer because James is going to go on for a while.
Yeah. No, that's fine. What is that?
So I'm going to bounce around, but we're going off our favorite movies. I'm going to go, then I'll let you finish because I know you're probably going to have a lot to say.
I have to think really hard.
Austin chose Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yep, favorite movie.
Understandable. And this is his favorite. This is not. What do you think the best movie?
No, 100%.
No, favorite movie.
It just took me. It took me back a minute. I'm like, oh,
best movie of all time is Lord of the Rings.
Fair enough. Don't agree, but fair enough. I see the niche there. But
niche.
There's like, when
Shane's gonna go on this big like judgmental tirade and then be like, so yeah,
Zootopia.
Cars.
I'm pissed I said Zootopia, not Cars. One of my favorite Pixar movie is Cars. But I'm gonna bounce around genres a little bit. Horror, and I mean this is practically my top 3 favorite movies like ever. The Exorcist. In terms of is one of my favorite movies of all time, let alone it's my favorite horror movie, but it's in my top 3. Oh man, I want to say Saving Private Ryan is up there, and then I want to say, man, I'm going to leaning towards sci-fi. So like it's favorite movies of all time, right? Not what we think is the
favorite
best
movie.
Okay. Then so Exorcist, Saving Private Ryan, and then Revenge of the Sith. Those are my top 3. Honorable mention is All Quiet on the Western Front.
Cool.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Just pick one.
Okay. I'm going to also do a top 3 because
gotcha.
I can't decide.
just go. I went through 3 different genres just because I'm like, God.
My non-horror pick of favorite movie is probably Jurassic Park. There's not a movie I was more There's not a movie I was more attached to as a kid. I was a dinosaur kid. But then my next 2 are like so hard to decide between. Because one is The Shining, which you can watch me and Ashton analyze it on Room 237.
Streaming every Friday.
Saw the self-plug coming.
Yep.
It's just, I think, a master class of filmmaking, and it's so good. And Suspiria, which is a movie that I bet like maybe 2 of you have ever watched and that are listening to this. It's amazing. It's really good. It's one of the most gorgeous movies I've ever watched. Wow. And it is so Halloween-y. without even taking place during Halloween.
Can I change my Saving Private Ryan? I've come to a verdict.
Yes.
I'm going to swap out Saving Private Ryan for Hacksaw Ridge.
Sick.
I love Hacksaw Ridge. Hacksaw Ridge is very, very good.
Yes. Well, your favorite movie?
So for animated films, Rise of the Guardians, and for like real people films, probably Bullet Train right now.
That movie is fire.
I've heard good things about Bullet Train, and I have not seen it.
I'm so upset you guys haven't seen it yet. It's probably one of the
we
best
need to
movies
have like
I've
a
ever seen.
movie night because it's so good.
Honestly, I'd be fine with hosting repeated movie nights, just being like, here, guys, this is the movie of the day. Enjoy.
I have trouble like rewatching stuff and like still like enjoying it as much as I like did the first time. And I think I've seen Bullet Train 2 or 3 times now.
Yeah.
And each time I'm like, wow, I'm feeling something right now. This is awesome.
Can I add to this question?
Good Lord, yes.
I'm so
It's
sorry.
a good question.
No, this is
It is. It's just, man, I said fast.
Hey there, Halo fans. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with our friends right after these messages.
No, I'm not. Here's like I'm adding to his. I'm not adding a movie. I mean, technically, I am adding a movie. What's your comfort movie?
Comfort movie.
I feel like this is a good question. I had to ask it.
Bolt. Ooh, that's a good comfort
Bolt
movie.
is. Yep. Disney can't go wrong. If you say what I'm thinking, I'm gonna be so pissed. But there's no way.
I'm not gonna say what you're.
There's no way.
Because my answer is kind of funny. By
Okay.
funny, I mean it's so weird because
Say it.
it's Scream.
It's disturbing, but I understand.
I mean, it's not that serious. Like for me, I just love the performances in those movies. I think they're really funny. Scott Pilgrim's actually another one
That's
I would call
a
a
good
comfort movie. And I guess if I had to go full on, I need to be like coddled and feel like a kid again. It's probably
Watch it.
I'm not gonna say Cars.
That's not what I'm gonna say.
Oh,
That's not what I'm gonna say. There's no way you say what
I'm trying to see if I know you. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on.
We watch this all the time when you used to stay at my house.
Oh,
Is it? It's not Rango.
No,
It's Coraline.
Coraline's my.
That's not my answer, but
Coraline is my comfort movie. I love Coraline half to death. That is one of my favorite movies. I love Coraline so much. Or Holes. Coraline or Holes.
it used to be Toy Story, but I haven't watched Toy Story in a long time. I love Toy Story.
Toy Story's great.
Lion King's my favorite Disney movie, though.
Cheyenne, do you want to add your comfort movie?
Rise of the Guardians or How to Train Your Dragon.
Ooh, that's
a good one.
Yep.
Ooh, Shrek 2.
all right, let's move on.
All right, Kid Puncher 2006 asks, do you think 343 made a good choice removing the Mantis from Halo Infinite?
No. One of the worst decisions.
That was
they
a
made.
terrible question.
What vehicle do you miss the most from other Halo games?
The Mantis.
The Mantis. Gosh. Poop Collector is back and asks, we need to be asking the real questions here. What are your thoughts on how we save democracy with lots of explosions and less bugs?
We can't save it. It has to be. It's up to the devs to save it.
Oh, so true.
And I don't think they're gonna.
So what's going on right now in the
Helldivers.
Helldiver world?
It's
What's the controversy?
It's getting the Halo treatment. There's no content.
Oh, they just
Not
haven't-
only that, the players have turned against the Helldivers. There's now a whole new faction called the Chaos Divers that specifically drop to kill the other Helldivers.
Oh, sign me up.
And their primary goal is to allow the automatons to take Super Earth.
Oh my god.
Oh, sign me up.
But there's a problem with that.
What?
The devs are revealing that they've had control the whole time. They're basically saying, we're not going to let that happen. We're just going to bot it. No one's going to be allowed to take Super Earth. That's the end of the game.
Yes.
Don't do that. And so basically they're revealing that
Are we never going to get to defend Super Earth?
we probably will, but the thing
That
is that
requires them to
I'll
make-
probably come back to defend Super Earth.
the thing is that it just reveals all of it is planned. Everything up until now has been seen as like our efforts are going towards this overarching plot and it's all being evolved as time goes on. But no, it's all planned. They basically just revealed we can control the story however much we want. There are suddenly 10,000 Helldivers on this one planet when there's 4,000 players currently online. That sort of thing happens. And you're just like, wait, how many of them are real then?
So the interactivity of it, that we thought was there.
We
is
don't
not really
control
there.
our own death. Here's the thing: if the player count didn't dwindle like it has, like they probably just kind of let it go. But considering the player count right now has dwindled, they probably have to step in and like change how easily we affect a planet gets liberated or taken over.
Maybe this will be a great topic for Get On, but I think it's just.
I was about to jump in and be like, "Hey, save your thoughts."
Yeah,
I will say one last thought. Video games are a fad culture. That's what they are now. A game will be a fad for a couple months, but it's not. It might have a small resurgence here or there, but
there's
it's
not
just
many
the fate of
games
every game these days.
there's not many games that can retain a player base.
No.
Yeah, we'll come back on that because I have a really good thought on that.
Yes.
Harley asks, for the next Battledudes video, Battledudes on YouTube, Battle DOODS, new stuff dropping all every week. Will you play Delta Ring on Roblox? No, because I feel like a weirdo playing Roblox.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, but you guys will play Paw Patrol and post that.
No,
he played it.
Here's the thing.
You
Here's
played
the
it
thing.
too.
You want me to explain why?
I felt uncomfortable.
No, you want me to explain why? Playing a kids game where I'm by myself, just playing what are the kids playing these days was my primary question. Like, what is it? I grew up playing Shark Tale in 2002 on a PC.
It is different.
It is different
to playing with the kids.
That's the thing. I refuse to play in a same lobby as children. That is where I draw the line. I'll play kids games because I'm really curious. I want to play all these games. They're all on Game Pass, so why not try them? But I will not be in a lobby filled with kids. It makes me feel like a weirdo, and I can't do it.
I won't lie. Like my junior or senior year, if me and like someone was bored and just shooting the shit, like me and James did it a few times. Me and Connor did it a few times. Like if we were just sitting there yapping like at 2 a.m, we'd load up Roblox and we'd go into natural disaster survival, and we would just try to thug it out while we're talking.
It's fair. The thing is that I love Roblox. I grew up with it. I love it. And one of my first experiences with Halo was actually a Halo Roblox server, like Roblox RP server, sort of like what you did in Gmod.
For a minute, Roblox was doing Call of Duty better than Call of Duty.
Antonio.
Yeah.
I mean, I only played it for like a night.
He still does it.
I know.
He's still doing it.
Well, that's the thing. He like got cozy with everyone and got all these free promotions and started donating to the server and stuff. I mean, I was still a Spec Ops grunt waddling around. I'm like, can you help me? And he's like, oh no. And I'm like, what's the point? All would happen is I go in, be a grunt, get bullied and killed all the time, and then I'd go get off. So I was like, I played for 2 days and I was like, you have to be a masochist to like this. Okay, like, because I'm just going in there trying to be a funny little grunt guy walking around, and then some elite comes over who's like, it always has some voice like, hey, grunts are allowed in this building.
Oh my gosh.
And then like kills me. Like, and that's all it is.
That's not canon. Sierra Prosic asks, excluding Seeker from Halo 5, what is your least favorite armor in Halo?
Excluding Seeker?
Excluding Seeker from Halo 5.
Squidward's house.
Could you just give me like any of the like pretty much most of the recent helmets that were added 90%. In Halo Infinite?
I'm saying Squidward's house from Halo 5. I forget what it's actually called,
I forgot to, but it's Squidward's house.
Squidward's house.
Yeah. Oh man. The shitty knockoff EVA variant of like a Meals helmet that Halo 4 had.
Where it's just like a skull,
JPEG
JPEG of the skull on it.
I thought it was gonna
orbital.
I was hoping it was gonna be there.
I remembered that. That's awesome.
I remember things like this sometimes.
I remember when I had Halo, I'm like, dude, when Halo 4 comes, I'm like, that helmet better be there. I'm like, that has to be. And I've heard, I'm like, I saw it, and I'm just like, my smile just faded. I'm like, okay, well.
Corporal Slate 92 asks, what's your least favorite Halo AR and Magnum?
Ooh.
AR and Magnum, like
AR
combo?
Or like, let's say you spawned in Slayer.
Halo 3.
I agree. Oh my gosh.
The thing is, the AR isn't horrible in Halo 3, but the
Magnum carries it, like, weighs it down.
Bad.
It's so amazing when you're up close. That's it. That's the only situation. You can two-tap somebody and melee them, they're dead. That's the best part about it. But you're not going to be able to outperform against most weapons.
Exactly.
So it's not even worth it. I've had enough time to see the bright side of most weapons, but that doesn't mean they're good.
You'd have to be, your AR would have to be out of ammo for me to have to switch to my pistol.
All the weapons have utility according to Bungie.
According to Bungie.
Lactating Chainsword asks, what army has the better structure of these four? The clone army from Star Wars, The Stormtrooper Army, you mean the Imperials. The Marine Army from Halo, you mean UNSC? Or the Imperial Guard from 40K.
This is unfair.
They all look like they have similar strength and damage, but survivability in numbers is where I feel there's
every
a true
time
difference.
someone shoehorns 40K into this, it's unfair because Space Marines are OP as hell on purpose.
Said
they do die all the time.
He said structure.
Okay,
I'm saying
structure?
Empire. I'm saying the Empire.
Mm,
I'm absolutely saying the Empire.
their structure works against a already conquered galaxy. But in terms of for
that worked for how long?
Warfare, 20 years, which in Star Wars time is a blip.
Yeah.
When you consider how long the Republic was around.
Thousands of years.
I say the Republic. Obviously, because that's the thing. The Republic military was sound. It was
Venators
the
are
Senate
OP.
back home that screwed them over.
Mm-hmm. It was the freaking
Fair
government.
enough.
Just because I don't know, because we don't really know a whole lot about what the UEG is up to. What I've talked about this before is that Star Wars has an advantage over Halo in the fact that Halo does not do well doing these individual stories. Star Wars is better with individual stories. Everyone has a story. Everyone has a destiny. Halo, everything needs to have a reason for happening. You can't just have an individual going out and being a bounty hunter when Onie exists. You can't just have somebody in the military acting against orders without Admiral Cole learning about it, or Captain Cutter hears about it, or your sergeant hears about it. It's a communication thing. The plot is carried by the ships and the crew and all that, not by individuals.
And I can't speak to 40K because I don't know the universe.
It's
at
baller.
all.
You should buy a Space Marine too.
Probably, but these other three factions are all dealing with an insurrection of some kind.
True, and Warhammer kind of they have heretics, but those are just people that are just like, I think this Mechanicus religion stuff is stupid, and then they're like, really? Okay. then there's no resistance. There's none at all. No one can fight Space Marines. They're basically worshipped. They're worshipped like angels. It's wild. Sierra Prosik is back and asks, if Halo had a crossover with Transformers, what vehicle would the cast of Halo transform into? I'm torn between Chief transforming into a warthog or a pelican. This is wild.
I think both of those are wrong.
Scorpion.
Yeah, be a scorpion.
I'd like to think the Arbiter would just go get Scarab.
Oh God!
I think that'd be
Arbiter
awesome.
Scarab. His head is just like the mouth of the Scarab.
His mandibles spread.
It's just Keith David. Every time it shoots, it's just Keith David.
Oh gosh, Lord Hood is a mongoose.
What's Palmer?
Oh, Palmer. Palmer is definitely.
I don't know why, but I want to say for whatever reason, instantly, I'm like, Palmer is absolutely the needle warthog from Halo 5. I don't know why that came to mind.
It makes sense. I don't know why it does, but it does.
Does it? I'm like, am I? It just
I
sounds
see it.
right.
It's connecting. I feel
somehow, some way, it
I
is.
feel the synapses. Slip Spirit of 01 is back and asks, what is your guys' favorite Pokemon, and why is it either
Lord.
Charizard, Gyarados, and Pikachu? Okay, well, it's Charmander. First of all, fight me.
You start with Charmander. Charmander was always my go-to in the old Pokemon games.
Well, I want you to go f yourself. I like Magikarp.
Oh, no way.
Magikarp. Do you have a favorite Pokemon?
No, it's probably what's no.
Well, when
I'm
Magikarp
exposing
evolves,
myself.
I don't know. I don't play Pokemon.
What's the electric Eevee evolution again? Yeah, Voltreon.
when Magikarp evolves, though, he turns into the scariest sea monster known to man.
It is right, but I don't know how I knew it because I haven't played Pokemon.
I thought you just said that, and then I said it, and then you went, "That's it."
Are you saying something?
When you said Magikarp, I'm like, I'm gonna hear you out because when that fucker evolves, I'm pretty sure
Gyarados.
Yeah, he's the scariest fucking thing in the world.
Exactly. I remember trying so hard to get enough Magikarp candies in Pokemon Go to evolve him. And then I stopped liking Pokemon Go because they added all the other Pokemon to it. I only liked the original 150.
No, it's in the thousands, isn't it?
Now it's stressful. Now it's too many for me to remember.
Oh, yeah.
I knew the Pokerap. I didn't know it by heart, but I knew it.
Let's move on.
Someday I
could
will
sort
play
of sing along.
Pokemon games and get super into it, but that day has not yet come.
That's fair. Next up is from Judicans. No, it's not. It's from Corporal Slate 92.
Corporal
saying,
Slate 92.
What's your guys' favorite song from Halo 3 ODST if you know them? Mine personally is Skyline.
Neon
Friends for
Nights.
Darkness.
Is that how it goes?
Neon Night.
Neon Night.
The one that's like is like dun, dun. Well, that's the one that's like dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
I
probably
just fall asleep to that.
I'm usually going for Defense for Darkness because I'm that kind of guy. But if I'm going to pick one that I think a lot of people do need to listen to a whole lot more,
Sure.
I was just gonna say One Way Ride. Nobody listens to One Way Ride, and you guys don't even know what you're missing out on. It's way too good. Judicans actually is back and asks, are the Flood based off the orcs from Warhammer 40k? Are the Spartans based off the Space Marines? Listen, I'm going to be real with you, homie. Halo has absolutely nothing to do with Warhammer.
No.
Warhammer predates Halo, yes, but Halo was inspired by Starship Troopers. None of that other stuff. The Flood was
I
inspired.
thought it was aliens.
It was a mixture of both.
Alien, the aliens were the aliens in Starship Troopers and Alien were both inspirations for the Flood, but the primary inspiration for the Flood was from a novel called The Vang.
I mean, there was almost remember that tweet I sent you from Hidden Xperia a few weeks back? There was almost a xenomorph in Halo.
Yeah, they almost added it.
They almost added a full-blown xenomorph.
The primary inspiration for the Marines' look and behavior was aliens.
Mm-hmm. That's some good stuff right there.
Space Vietnam.
Is back. Realistically, do you guys think you could get Steve Downs or Keith David on the show? Realistically, yes.
I do. I don't know when, but I absolutely think we could.
What's one question all of you would ask them? Gosh dang it, dude.
Oh no, that's hard.
Well, I would probably just repeat the question.
How are you doing?
That's fair.
That's very real.
I would probably just repeat the question that I asked Keith David, which was, do you think the Arbiter likes jazz? And then I would ask Steve Downs, would you like to come back to play Star-Lord again in Marvel?
I would ask Keith David, like, because he's all over the place. I would ask, I mean, he might have already answered this, like, what was his favorite role? You might know that. Do you know what his favorite role is or no? Like, I don't know if you've known.
Keith David's?
Yes.
Was it Spawn?
Oh,
you're actually asking me.
I'm asking you.
It's
like,
Spawn. It's Spawn.
Okay.
He loves Spawn. Like, ridiculous amount. He loves Spawn.
I didn't know, like, what his favorite, like, role he was in, because, like, there's Arbiter, Sergeant Foley, there's the cat from Coraline, there's the voice in our head for Monday Night Football. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm like, I don't know.
Spawn is a wild character. He's a character that was condemned to hell, and now he's basically the right-hand man of Satan, condemning people. But he's brutal. Never will you ever hear Keith David say MF more than when he's playing Spawn.
It goes hard.
Yeah, it does actually. Next up,
I didn't answer.
I thought you did. You said, "How are you doing?"
Yeah, that was like I don't know.
Knowing you, I thought that was real.
I thought that was very serious.
No, I was thinking of my answers this whole time.
Oh.
I'd probably ask Steve Downs about his radio career and stuff kind of relating to that. And I would ask Keith David about Tales from the Hood.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Welcome to hell, mother.
I would ask Keith David, are the Packers, is the NFL coming back with a 1-2 punch? Packers, Chiefs. Only on Peacock.
Ravens, Chiefs, Packers, Eagles.
Damn it.
You almost got it.
That's because I didn't pay attention to like any of it. I was just trying to watch WWE, which by the way is starting right now. It's so sad.
Whoopsie.
Oh well. No. What is it? Oh yeah.
He's got it on his knee.
He's got it on the knee. Noah is back asking, have you spent money in War Thunder? And if so, how much on what?
Nope.
No. Connor would say yes. And he's probably spent quite a bit because
I don't think he has. I really don't think
he does.
What's
not
the
have-
date of the questions we're answering right now?
we are still in the month of July.
Whoa.
There's a jump because we have massive gaps of no questions.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Connor has to have. I definitely have more playtime in him because I've been playing for years before he picked it up, and he somehow is already at the Jets. There's no way.
Fair enough.
Dangerous Rough 33 asks, are you guys going to add the video version of podcast to Spotify? Yes, we are.
You should be watching it right now.
C-Man is asking, what is the most important lesson you've learned in life so far? That's wild.
That is deep.
You're owed absolutely nothing. Sorry. I don't know if that hit hard or something, but you guys were like, oh,
That's true.
Yep, you can be the biggest piece of shit, or you can be a complete saint. Life does not care.
You can get yourself into a whole lot of rooms if you just stop saying no.
Just be good people. And also, life isn't fair.
Yeah, it's basically
it's
what
such a
mine
saying.
was.
It's such a saying, but it's true. But all we can do is be good people.
Yes. How about you?
I don't know.
Just you could say crochet.
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. Turbo Furby asks, so I just listened to the Q&A where y'all said you don't watch anime. What do I need to do to get y'all to watch Gundam?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Because it won't work.
Because I'm going to watch it eventually anyway.
Send me $300.
Connor's Big Booty Brute asks, what is your least favorite visual effect in the Halo franchise? What would you have changed? Visual effect? Okay, well,
Go ahead. I had something good, but go ahead. Me and you might be about to say the same thing.
pretty much almost everything in Halo Infinite, given that all of them are running at 30 FPS while the game is running at 60 FPS, and also it's more like a transparent GIF rather than an actual generated in-engine like pixel. What is it called? Oh gosh, it's a particle system. They don't use particle systems. It really doesn't seem like it.
We were about basically going to say the same thing. I'm going to go in depth. Basically what he said, but example, the insane fall off of how phantoms get destroyed.
Gosh, oh my gosh.
That's what I was going to say.
They straight up vanish in Infinite. They're just gone.
Halo 3s and Halo Reach. I mean, Halo Reach, I think, probably did it a little bit better just because Halo Reach was a bit more graphically up to date.
A little bit, but even the
It's the
Phantoms
same
and Reach
thing.
just vanished.
Yeah.
I don't know what just make them fall apart.
Yeah. Halo 3, I think, did it. I think Halo Reaches looked slightly better, but I think Halo 3 did it the best just because, like, you blow up a Phantom, like, it implodes and, like, all the parts and pieces stay on
It
the
like
ground.
blinds you too.
Yeah, dynamic damage systems were the thing that Halo 3 really perfected, and then Bungie, for some reason, was just like, what if we just, like, never did that again? What if we went and worked on a different franchise? Do you have anything about effects?
You guys took the good ones. I guess I'll say
I'm so
in
sorry.
Halo 5 Warzone, there'd be those times where elites are shooting at you and throwing grenades at you behind their back because they didn't actually turn around.
Oh, yeah. Actually, you could, a really easy way
That
to...
mode is just blatantly unfair.
Or how
bring
they'll
that
move
up.
at like 10 frames per second when they're far away.
Yes, that, because it basically is it's a LOD system,
Whatever that means.
a level of detail.
Sure.
The farther away you are, the lower the level of detail, so the game doesn't suffer frame rate wise.
Okay.
And it's so painfully obvious in Halo 5. It's so ridiculous.
You're the expert.
I guess. Slip is back and asks, do you guys think Steve Rogers in an Iron Man suit would be able to... No. Just going to answer you no. Harley asks, what would you think of renaming the What's on Your Mind Buddy chat to gripe about your job in life, revealing almost enough of personal information, but not enough to blackmail someone till we recognize the person and tell them that it's okay, that everyone goes through rough patches and we're all happy?
What?
Do it.
Say that again.
Please don't. Don't say it again.
What would you think of renaming the What's on Your Mind Buddy chat to gripe about your job in life, revealing almost enough personal information, but not enough to blackmail someone till we recognize the person and tell them that it's okay, that everyone goes through rough patches and we're all happy? Have you guys ever looked in that chat?
Yeah.
Maybe a few times.
Yeah, it's filled with people going through stuff.
Yeah, like, yeah, it's people going, what are you going to narc to their job that they're complaining about their job in their perfectly safe space Discord? You're a narc, dude.
I'm very blessed to where, like, most of my problems in life, basically none of them are from my job. I love what I do and it's not very stressful and I'm very well off.
Slip is back. He asks, Sergeant Johnson hands you a Sweet Williams cigar. Do you accept?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why would you say no? In what world do you say no?
I'm trying to get us some. Installation makes them. Connor's Big Booty Brute is back and asks, me inside your head now, who would you have as your AI, fiction or non-fiction?
Black box. As long as he wasn't Onie related. Like if he was just my AI, I'd pick black box.
So it can be like if I could choose a real person and
Pick
have it
anyone not from Halo.
Oh, I missed that bit.
That's because I didn't say it yet.
So it can be a real person.
It can be someone fiction or nonfiction. It can be your AI. It just can't be from Halo.
This feels kind of like a weird question when you think about it.
I'm gonna pick someone fictional for that reason. Trust me. I would 100% pick Captain Rex.
We are on very different wavelengths, my friend. But I respect.
What do you? I swear, if
I
you
already
say
know who
Lightning
it's gonna
McQueen,
be.
I'm gonna.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's Rhea Ripley.
Is it?
It's absolutely Rhea Ripley.
I could see it in his eyes. I'm like,
Yep.
The Wyatt 6 just came out.
oh, cool.
They're having a 4-on-4 like street
8
fight.
man.
Oh,
It is
cool.
going to be absolutely insane. And Chad Gable is doing the Kurt Angle thing with the flag now. He came out and had it like behind him like that.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
And there was
Kurt
someone
Angle.
with a Canadian flag like on the ramp, and he took the flag and just look at it.
Oh man, this is hard. This is difficult.
Cheyenne, do you have an AI that you know that you would want? Fair. All right, I give you a little bit of extra time. You got it?
I had it and I was like, wait, no, let's not do that. Oh no.
I want you to know I don't feel bad about the Rhea Ripley
This is
choice.
hard.
I don't feel bad about it.
This is a hard question. So
No,
you're gonna
it's not.
harvest Rhea Ripley's brain so you can
That
turn
is
into your
not part of the
personal
question.
AI?
That is not part of the question. The
question.
implication is that she is just an
Don't
AI.
try to make it sound weird.
I liked the way your voice cracked when you said, "Don't try to make it sound weird."
You want me to just move on?
James, it's
Chewbacca.
That'd be so funny, so unhelpful, ridiculously unhelpful.
Screw it. Morgan Freeman.
Awesome.
He was a runner-up for me, but I'm like, I
Here, make it
I
more
made my
specific.
decision.
Pick Morgan Freeman as God in Bruce Almighty.
Weirdly, I was going to make it more specific, but not the way you think. I was going to say as Lucius Fox in the Dark Knight movies.
That's actually kind of understandable. I get that entirely. He's great in that movie.
You think my client goes around and beats criminals to a pulp with his bare hands, and you're going to blackmail this person?
And you beat your client with your bare hands.
With your bare hands. Oh, rocket ship.
Oh, rocket ship.
Can we watch that later?
Yeah, sure.
I haven't seen that one in a while.
C-Man is back. Halo the musical. I would watch it.
I'd watch it.
I would take anything right now, and especially if I think right now Halo needs that like quirkiness. It needs Halo the Mega Bloks game. It needs Halo the musical. It needs weird stuff.
Halo the Mega Bloks game, sure, I would not want. I will be so pissed if I found out the next thing that Halo, like we're getting Halo related, is a musical. I will be
Okay,
upset.
but what if it's not the next thing?
as long as it's like coming after something like a game or like a decent TV show or a movie
Or a really good book?
No, no, I'll be even more pissed. Here's a book. Oh, and don't worry, we have a musical coming next month. I'll crash out. I'll fucking crash out.
Flyboy Pfeiffer asks, when can I download the Tempest AI? I don't know. Ask Kyle. He's been developing her for a while now. So just ask her. Him. Sorry. Axe, who is someone who either doesn't have a membership or left the server. It is. Axe asks, if you could design a completely new Halo weapon, what would it be? You've probably been asked this before, but you get to do it again because I don't remember.
We have
completely new Halo weapon.
We have talked about this. I would probably considering they took the saw away, I'd probably do like some type of light machine gun.
I remember my answer for this question. Mine was throwing daggers, like throwing energy daggers.
Yeah.
I still think that'd be cool.
I just want any form of floodified weapon. We've never seen a weapon that was modified by the flood making contact with it. I'd be very curious about that. C-Man is back asking, off the back of the wholesome question asked in a previous episode, what is something you dislike about each other? Expressing icks is just as important as expressing likes.
Let's start with Connor.
All right,
I don't like how he doesn't show up a lot.
I am not a fan of him not showing up all Shane?
I don't like he said like he's entitled to his own opinions, but when he speaks, he doesn't take other people's feelings into consideration.
Hey there, Halo fans. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with our friends right after these messages.
Poor Connor.
James's turn.
Oh, to do what?
Say one thing about us that.
Oh, I don't like doing this.
It's important. I agree.
Sometimes, Austin, you are loud in public, and I get self-conscious.
Fair.
Shane,
Watch
sometimes.
It. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Sometimes we'll start discussing something, and it turns into an argument really, really fast.
Yeah.
And it's usually about something really dumb.
Yep.
I don't even think this is something I don't like about you. I think it's just a thing we do.
You said we, so that implies you do it as well.
Yeah. You can steal mine if you want.
No.
Go ahead.
That was
Austin.
a lot better than what I thought you would say.
What do you think I'm going to say?
I thought you were going to say I was short-tempered, because I am. I definitely am short-tempered.
I mean, I think that was implied.
Yeah, kind of. kind of.
I think I've seen a lot worse, so.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I won't go into detail, but yeah, you have. I know what you're referring to. You have.
I don't often think about what I don't like about my friends.
Yeah, it's not a fun thing. I get like expressing icks. I think is only really, as he put it, I think is only really healthy if it's a problem.
Right. I mean, we don't have to continue.
Well, I'll just make them. I'm picking surface level ones.
Right.
Why do you drive so close to the steering wheel?
I was gonna ask you that. When you drove to Cedar Point a few weeks back,
I don't know.
You were like right there. I'm like, there's no way.
Because
I'm like,
listen, I tried it recently. I wanted to see what it was like, and it felt like I was playing a video game with low FOV. I was like, what's going on?
Well, I mean, I play most video games with a pretty low FOV compared to most people. I don't know why. I think it's just I started driving like that.
Yeah.
And that's just what I'm used to, because I feel utterly uncomfortable when I go back.
Oh, okay.
I feel like my like control is delayed.
I can okay, that makes sense.
Again, we can move on. We don't have to continue this. We can.
I think if we keep it surface level, I basically kept mine surface level. I was like,
I'm a loud guy.
Because that's the thing. There isn't really much I could say that would be like a serious anything.
No. I wish that you checked chats, like just scrolled up a little bit every now and then so I don't have to repeat myself.
There's so many. I'm in like 6 group chats on Snapchat. I'm in like 3 or 4 on Telegram. I'm in like a bunch of other Discord servers that have notifications going at the same time. And I'm just like other than the JumperScape one, like I'm in one for Minecraft mod packs. It's constantly flaring up. I should probably just leave that one
or mute it at least.
Yeah, there's a War of the Worlds Discord, because there's a War of the Worlds game coming on. I stay in the Discord, so I know when the game is actually freaking releasing.
It's for real.
That one is going constantly as well, with people trying to get updates from the devs. So that like I'm good with respond. If people message me individually, I'm very good at responding. But like group chats, I skim a lot.
That's fair. All right, you're up.
No.
It's like, finally.
James.
Yes.
I think that, goddamn, you sound so scared. I mean, this kind of ties in. I think sometimes, like when I'm saying something to you, I do think you sometimes take things too personally.
No, I don't.
I saw that coming a mile away. I think when I'm like, I think there's been times where I'm like discussing something like what I really hate, and you've maybe done it or like kind of teetered in that area. I can't think of anything particular, so take it with a grain of salt. But like, God, I can't take it. I can't stand it when people do this or that. And then you're like, well, what are you trying to say? I think you do that kind of often.
Yeah.
It's not to a point where I can like pick something out, but I catch that happening a little bit.
Yeah. I just don't want to be a bother, so I get concerned.
If it was a bother, I would trust me. I would
stuff.
not. I am not afraid of confrontation. I would tell you if something really, really
I
pissed
think
me
we've all
off.
proved that to each other by now that we will tell each other.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, and with Connor, even if it's not directly to me, even if Connor says something like where to the point where it's like it could bother me, I worry more about him saying something that pisses other people off rather than me. I'm like, just be a little bit more considerate about it. Like you were, by all means, you were entitled to your own opinions, and more often than not, I will agree with what he has to say. But it's just like there's people that we are around that might not agree with him. And it's just like, just be respectful. And like, if you don't like, if it's going to cause problems, just let it be. Like, who cares that? It's really not that big of a deal. I saw your face drop.
I'm just watching WWE, bro. They whipped out the trash can.
Oh my god. Oh,
they're beating him.
He's stuck in a trash can. He's getting beat with kendo sticks.
Fun.
I'll let James watch while I'm cooking Austin very
Yes, please.
quickly.
Go ahead.
I don't. Again, it's not that big of a deal because I don't care too much to do it, but just a tad bit more patience with electronics and stuff like that.
Electronics,
like setting up Connor's first time having a PC. The whole situation was like bad, and that wasn't your fault. But even when I got mine, like downloading things, setting up my Discord, stuff like that, you were I don't know if you realize it, but you were getting very irritated very quickly.
Was I?
Yes.
Oh,
it wasn't. It's going to take a hell of a lot more than that to bother me. I'm like, whatever. But yes, with stuff along those lines, I think just a tad bit more patience.
Cool.
Just a little bit more.
I could do that.
Okay, cool. Like I said, it's not to the point where I'm bothered by it.
Hey, what's one thing about all three of us that you're bothered by, Cheyenne?
I'm curious what she's going to say about me. I want to know.
Let's see. So James leaves stuff in our house every time he
does the
comes
same thing
here.
with me. Yeah, he does the same thing.
I can help it.
He cannot keep track of his possessions.
Especially if you stay the night somewhere, you leave something.
I'm not diagnosed,
Vape, phone
but I'm
charger,
most definitely
jacket,
ADHD
hat.
as hell.
You're just not
That is a
materialistic.
big part of it.
You're just not materialistic.
I will put something down and it has gone into a warp hole and I don't think about it anymore.
The wormhole is our house.
It's anyone's house I'm at. It's just, I'm here a lot.
Austin burps a lot.
Not recently.
It's been 2 days. And you were still belching earlier today.
But that's yeah.
I know you have tummy troubles, but you're also kind of loud.
I have acid reflux, probably. I don't know.
Shane sometimes wears too much cologne.
I don't think I wear too much. I think what I wear is strong. I wear very, very
and I'm
strong.
sensitive to smells. So
Okay,
it might be partly that. But also we found like 5 or 6 spray bottles of
no,
scented
no, here's the thing. No, I was waiting for you to say that. The one that Ashton doesn't like, that was my car cologne. The other two, like little ones, like the colored like polo ones,
Yeah.
those were cheap. Those were for like after gym, or before the gym. Like it wasn't anything too strong, I guess. But like whenever I go somewhere, I do wear like stronger, nicer cologne that tends to be.
Yeah, my dad's the same way, so like it's not a big issue because, like I said, I'm just sensitive
I've
to
been
smells.
told I smell good twice this week, so I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered.
I've been told I smell good twice.
This guy said I'm defensive.
Okay, but was it a girl or was it a guy?
No, it was 2 girls.
Okay.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes. It was 2.
spicy.
Yes. One of them is single. The other one is in a committed relationship. But I will take a compliment where I
That's
can get it.
spicy.
So we've got, we have a thing to balance out there. Kyle asks, what is your fondest memory with one another? Let's try to pick one where we are all here.
E3.
Which one?
Honestly.
Probably, I want to say the first one, but I barely remember the first one.
Honestly, for me,
But that just started it, so I'm saying E3.
for me, it was Outpost Discovery.
that was a good one.
I know Connor wasn't there,
Connor
but he's not
wasn't
here right now. So,
I ain't gonna lie. I think probably I just combine all the memories of us being in the same car in my head because I have a
When
vivid
James was the only one that could drive.
the only one that could drive. Yes, but he was the only one that could. That was like some of the most fire
James's
stuff.
gas tank didn't like it,
No.
but we did. But we did.
We loved it.
I mean, we were in Canal Fulton. Like, we weren't anywhere far. Like, we were driving around the area.
No. What is something you want each other to try once?
What?
What is something you want each other to try
Like
once?
food?
Anything.
They like
Oh.
food. James, are you hungry?
Skydiving.
That's a good one. Probably won't happen. That's a good one.
Because it's really fun.
Too much could go wrong. I don't like it. I don't know. You go ahead.
And don't take this the wrong way.
Okay.
1 year consistently in a public gym. I think you guys would grow very fond of it very quickly, and you'd be surprised how much better you'd feel about a lot of things.
I don't like public gym.
Well,
That's why I want you to try it. I didn't like it either.
No, I'll give the reason why. I tried doing cable pull-throughs, and I got laughed at. So I just got tired of it.
Well, I mean, where did you go? Did you go to that one place me and you went to for a little while?
I've been to a ton of different gyms. I have negative interactions with most of the gym goers.
And that's what pisses me off, because like there's a ton of people who are there who will legitimately help you and be supportive, or just not be bothered. Like I did a little social experiment towards the beginning of the summer, maybe in the springtime. It was when I got Becca to start going with me. I'm like, watch this. I sent her a video. I put just 100 pounds on the barbell, and I faked it like I couldn't get it. I faked it. I went up, and it kind of concerned, like, God, people should actually be paying attention somewhat. But I acted like I struggled with it, and I brought it back down. I let it sit there, and I acted like I couldn't get it off. You know how many people came to help me? 0. So, which not that big of it. It just shows people, for the most part, are not paying attention to what you're doing. People are there for 45 minutes to maybe 2 hours at most to get in, get out, and they're done. That's it. Most people, if people are laughing at you, they probably shouldn't be there.
I know. It's just, I think it's also influenced by, I've been in a home gym pretty much my entire life.
Right.
And so I usually build up my own stuff, and then I'm a jogger. So I like to jog.
Yeah, if you have your own home gym, like when I have my own house, I fully intend to turn my garage and/or basement into like a divorced dad hangout / gym. By all means, like that's what I want to do.
My mom might have actually found a Bowflex for free.
That's crazy.
I know. I want it so freaking
expensive.
Bad. Yeah, and she might be willing to just give it to me. I would love that.
James didn't go. Don't move on. James,
but he said
answer.
Just move on. Didn't
Thing I want you guys to try.
Yeah.
I told him to go.
Oh, okay.
I'm still struggling to think of something.
There's fun stuff happening there.
She suplexed Chad Gable.
Fun. No, I can't think of anything.
What is something that was said to you that has stuck with you your entire life? Is this like a positive or negative thing? Because
it could be both.
Okay, well then,
it immediately went negative for me.
Can I start off with something sad?
Sure.
My grandfather's last words to me were, "I am not doing too well, bud."
Damn.
That's stuck.
I don't want to go negative. I'll think of something.
Tom Clancy. The difference between reality and fiction is that fiction has to make sense.
Real.
That's my writing go-to.
I can't think of anything.
So we're kind of getting burnt out.
I have one.
Go for it.
So, like one of our last classes for undergrad linguistics, our professor that we had from like the beginning to the end of our time in the program, sat us all down and then went around one by one and gave us like a little word of encouragement speech thing. And like people were like crying and stuff because it was, emotional. We were about to graduate like that week. And so part of what he said to me was, "You are capable." So that.
Okay. We are going to lightning round. So try to keep answers as brief as possible. Shane's lactating garage door asks, if given the choice to suddenly be given a set of Mjolnir that acts just like it does in the books, but a normal human like that you could actually wear, what set would you choose? Gen 3.
Sure, Gen 3.
Gen 3 is the most advanced.
Yes. Harley, what is the name of the shipmaster in Tarkov Onie Files from episode 5? Is it the shipmaster from Halo 2 and 3? No, it is Tefet Nathuka, a fan character that we had to make because I didn't want to try to step on any writer's toes. Lactating Chainsword asks, would you guys build a playlist of songs to listen to while playing Halo? I'm already working on that. Ian the Dawn asks, who is the biggest sneakerhead in the group?
Me.
Connor's Big Booty Brute asks, why does James have a hard time saying my name?
Connor's Big Booty Brute?
Connor's Big Booty Brute asks, again, is who do you think would have been taller, Spartan Doug or Samuel? Probably Doug. C-Man asks, what is your pettiest pet peeve? I absolutely hate it when a stranger has the same walking pace as me. Either I have to slow down or you have to speed up, buddy. We can't do both.
Mine is the same, but driving pace. I hate when someone's next to me on the road.
People who just assume that I'll take the tip. I will, but I don't like when you assume it of me.
Mine's probably driving related. It's just people like slow drivers. Like being careful is one thing, but people being like intentionally slow, like under the speed limit. I'm like, okay, like we can not. Also, traffic. Like I understand there's certain like scenarios that prevent it, but at the end of the day, traffic is caused by someone who is not driving. So it's just drive, unless there's like a legitimate accident. But there is literally traffic that has been caused just because someone is not driving fast enough.
Yeah, I experienced that on the way back here.
Very annoying.
You got any pet peeves?
Lucky you.
Well, then we'll just stick with that. Flyboy Pfeiffer, are y'all still having fun or is it starting to feel like work? I'm still having a lot of fun.
I'm exhausted.
We're exhausted.
I'm kidding.
Underpaid. We don't even have dental.
They don't even have dental.
They don't. I'm glad you got the reference. I'm glad you got the Shrek reference.
I got to see it in theaters with you guys.
Yeah, they don't even have dental.
They don't even have dental. Bearfudge75 asks, what do you guys think about Christopher Nolan picking up the TV show? He didn't.
He did not do that.
Lactating Chainsaw asks, I have a few questions that tie together. How big is the war between the UNSC and the Banished? Not that big. Is the UNSC struggling still even after all the time during the Human Covenant War? Yes, because they were still rebuilding their home fleet when the Banished attacked. Kid Puncher 2006, what alien do you think would take the most impact? Which alien do you think can take the most impact force, like a hammer? And do you think an axe-like weapon would be cool?
Halo, like a Halo alien?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Probably a brute.
I'm going to say a hunter.
Oh, yeah, hunter.
Oh, yeah.
Hunter.
And also, there's an axe on the back of the gravity hammer.
There is an axe, and also Atriox has a plasma axe. C-Man asks, what technology do you think exists that we, the public, do not know about? Lots of kinds. Holographic technology, number one.
Yeah, probably. I want to say there's probably a form of like cloaking out there somewhere.
Probably.
We
would know.
Oh yeah, exactly. Not that we would know. I've seen videos of like aircraft that like are reflective, so it blends in with the sky, like with clouds. It's like a mirror, so you cannot see it at all.
Shark.
Yeah.
Slip asks, considering the advancements in augmentation for the Spartan programs, do you think theoretically a Spartan 2 washout such as Sarah and Osmond could potentially take the newer augmentations and become a Spartan 4? No, those augmentations permanently screw up people, and they will not be able to do anything pretty much ever. Connor's long-lost Kigyar Bro asks, have you guys seen Halo Guy's short video of the fan-made Halo fan game called Branching Sickness? If you guys, do you think it's real? Also, my middle name is Connor as well, hence the username I miss you, brother. That's funny. It's real. I'm on their team. It's a real fan game and it's fantastic. And by on their team, I mean I'm friends with the lead developer, and we work together on certain things. Sleppin asks, favorite YouTubers? Question mark. I'll just give my number one, Austin McConnell.
For YouTube, I don't watch much else. Like it's literally sports highlights and gaming. All time Uber Hexer Nova is probably my all time GOAT. Lately I've been watching a lot of Queso. Queso is very funny. Queso is hilarious.
He's pretty good.
I love Queso.
In any form.
Probably like
in any form.
Probably like Nexpo, Wendigoon. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
People in that space.
Yeah.
I like Mudahar.
Always fun. What?
Vlog Brothers.
Ah, yes, you're an OG. Harley asks, who enjoys cooking the most?
Shane, probably.
I mean,
no,
I cook every day.
I cook a lot.
I love it, but I don't cook every day.
I also love cooking, but I don't cook that much.
Yeah, so I'd probably say Austin.
You cook all the time.
Yes.
I used to say that James was the one that loved cooking the most.
it being my job for a few years kind of took the love away. I'm glad I know I've learned a few things from it, but like it being my job, really killed the love for it.
I made a pretty baller grilled cheese earlier.
You know, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm still trying to figure out a good way to one-up your chicken dip. I still haven't been able to master
My buffalo
that.
chicken dip?
Yeah, it's way too good.
It was pretty good.
Did you come up with that recipe yourself?
Kind of.
Awesome. I like that answer. Stick with that. Lactating Chainsword asks, I know a lot of comparisons go on for the Halo universe, so I thought I'd add another. Of the original 4 enemy factions of Destiny, what would put up the best fight against the Covenant and the Flood? None of them.
I don't know.
I don't pay attention to
against
Destiny.
the Covenant, any of them, because the Fallen is already ridiculous. The Vex is able to teleport.
Also, by the way, when it comes to stuff like buffalo chicken dip, the reason I say kind of my own recipe is buffalo chicken dip has key ingredients that it pretty much must have. I just made some alterations to like portions and
Austin, I'm going to take a piss real quick.
And I have a secret ingredient.
I mean, it just makes sense. I can understand that.
I have a secret ingredient in my buffalo chicken dip.
No, I get it. I do the same thing. I have a chicken gnocchi recipe that I made. It's just you can only make chicken gnocchi one way. And so then you can make alterations from there. C-Man is back asking, what word do you think is used the most in today's language?
The.
Combine those two. The
exactly.
You? You can't say it. Unless you.
Is a good answer.
True.
Yeah. By today's language, like which language are we talking about? Just
English.
Just English?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you want to go through all of the languages that you know. Because we got time, trust me. No, we don't.
I will refrain from answering as a linguist.
Valid. Armed Bumblebee asks, do you guys want to see the Flood return? Yes.
Yes.
Rogue High Elder asks, what's the first memory you have of being friends as then the earliest you're able to remember?
For Shane, for me and Shane's friendship, I remember at recess. No, the first time recess. No, the first time I ever saw Shane, I remember, because he was a new kid and he was wearing a Buckeyes jersey. So they called him, his nickname in gym was Buckeye. And I remember that moment, and I hadn't met him yet. But I think the first time we ever, like, I guess at the time you'd say played, was we played Power Rangers at recess with a big group of people.
Man, you guys didn't include me in that.
Probably not.
Fun. I was playing Star Wars and Halo.
Yeah.
But they took my sticks away because they look like guns. First time I ever saw Shane was in the same school. He was the cool kid, and I thought he would never talk to me. Then he talked to me for some reason. And then earliest memory that I have of hanging out with him is playing through the entirety of Dynasty Warriors or Warriors Orochi 2 in one night. It's probably the earliest that I got. Yeah, about it. Axe is back asking, what is your dream car? Money wouldn't be an issue. Dodge Challenger 69.
This is always such a weird question because my brain always says Jurassic Park Wrangler.
Sounds good to me.
But Jurassic Park Wrangler.
Yes. Why isn't your dream car a Warthog? Because
that's not a real car.
There you go. C-Man is back asking, what happened to the guy who gave in-depth reviews about everything other than the podcast? I miss those. If you're listening, come back. That wasn't even for me. Lactating Goth Daddy. Could you please share your favorite Halo Warthog and its variants, along with the reasons behind your preferences? I find the Halo 4 Warthog particularly appealing due to its visual design and audio effects.
Halo 3 Goshawk.
Out of all the Halo 5 variants, you're not...
He said Halo 5 variants?
He said favorite Halo Warthog and its variants.
Halo 3 Goshawk.
Halo 5 Needler Hog. That thing is awesome.
That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't that good.
It was awesome.
That was great. What do you mean?
Goshawk would still slap it, though.
That's true. You're saying Needler?
I was going to say Needler, but yeah. Yeah, maybe the Onie Hog.
Shane's Lactating Garage Door asks, how would the events of the games and books have gone in if the Spartans had been replaced with Space Marines? Gosh dang it, you people in the freaking 40K.
Stop, leave it be.
They would win. The Space Marines have better armor. They're better trained. They're hundreds of years old. They're fine. They would win. Slip asks, Cheyenne, are you enjoying your new position in being the head of JumperScape's media tech department? That's awesome. Noah. Oh, man, we already answered this question. Not doing that. Noah, will you make your own soundboard using clips of you all? We've already done it. Go into the discord.gg/JumperScape and you'll find it. Noah, would you fight Jerome without his armor but with a chair, and you are a Spartan 2 with armor but no training, and you get to win $10 million?
Sure.
He has no training or armor. Or wait, no, he has training, just no armor. So he has his augmentation still. No, I'm losing that. No, I'm not taking that fight.
Well, do I win the money if just for fighting him?
If you win.
Oh, and then as long as he doesn't kill me, it's worth a shot.
That's fair, you know.
Like as long as that's a rule, you know.
Take that bet.
As long as, yeah, I mean, same thing with James.
Cool.
As long as like I cannot be killed.
Slip. What is the funniest thing you have witnessed each other do in Halo? Oh gosh, the funniest thing dude, there's too many.
I'd have to go back and look at some of my clips.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
There's a lot of them.
Jonathan,
you can see some of them on Battledudes. DOODS is how that's spelled.
Yes, on YouTube. Jonathan Gimpster Doobie Scoo asks, just read that there are rumors of Christopher Nolan wanting to buy the rights.
It's not real.
No, it's not real.
Sleppin, favorite book series? Oh, wait, never mind. If you could go into any point in human history or future, where would you go? The past, discover fire? What would you do? First, I'm going to answer, because her answer isn't Halo. Favorite book series? There we go. Halo.
What was the question?
Favorite book series?
I thought it was something about going back in time and inventing fire.
Yeah, but he said, oh, wait, never mind. He tried to go back on it. I'm not letting him do that. Favorite book series?
I don't know.
Okay. Favorite book series?
I don't have one.
I guess
Goosebumps?
I read like one as a kid.
Good book?
I mean, I'm not much of a reader. When in high school, I just out of boredom, I was reading a little bit of the Hunger Games, so maybe the Hunger Games books.
We'll call it. If you could go into any point in human history or the future, where would you go? The past and discover fire? What would you do? Without repercussions? We'll say that as well. He didn't add that in, but without repercussions. That's
what I expected from James.
My answer.
I would just want to go back and meet great leaders. Noah asks, who would be the most likely to own a hypercar? Connor. Do you guys watch F1? No.
My friend Lauren does.
Well, good for Lauren.
I'm going to tell her someone asked about it, and she's going to be like, oh my God, really? She's going to be so excited.
I just read Contact Harvest again and have a question. Avery Johnson and Tartarus fight in the book. They have clearly met. Do you think they may have recognized each other later in the war and around Halo 2? Probably not. Tyler, what that thing do? Anything?
Whatever you want.
Harley, why is Halo 2 multiplayer so dark? It's dark? I thought it was way too bright.
I disagree. I think it is dark.
Oh. I mean, I don't know. I kind of like it. Slapnuts, any fake gaming Easter eggs you guys fell for?
The old lady on Underpass on Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ghost of Vacant was another one.
Ghost of Vacant was one.
I fell very hard for the golden warthog. I tried to find that thing for hours. Couldn't find
I also fell for the opening the box on the gold arrows, on the gold question marks and zombies.
There was
the helmet.
I'm going to try to be as quick as I can with this, but I do have a small story. Call of Duty World at War. I watched this Easter egg video, and for all I know, this could be true, or like it's an insane, absolutely like 0.0001% chance of like insane luck. There was a glitch, or I guess an Easter egg, where you go in on Nocturne Totem, Call of Duty World at War. You go to you do 3 laps around the pillar. Okay, you know that pillar that's right by the door that you buy to go into the mystery box room? You run 3 laps around it, and on the 3rd lap, you walk in the mystery box room backwards, buy something out of the box. You get a trench gun first, go back, run around, walk backwards, ray gun, walk back through, 3 laps, walk backward. Did I say flamethrower was the second one?
No, you said ray gun.
Oh, yeah, and then the flamethrower was the last one you get. And I tried it. I swear on my life, it worked. I'm not kidding. It worked.
Sounds like a coincidence.
It had to have been an insane stroke of luck.
Because those steps sound like such utter bullshit.
It had to have been an absolute insane amount of luck to do that same thing and then pull those 3.
Someone go test it for us.
Yes. Oh my God. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, it was insane luck. Had to have been.
C-Man asks, going off some comments made during episode 69, nice. What problem do y'all have with Reddit? Lots of them.
There's a lot.
I think also it's just popular to hate Reddit.
Well, I mean,
I will
it's valid
say
to hate Reddit.
Reddit can be helpful. Like sometimes I'll look up for like a problem I have to find a solution, and I'll just get a bunch of annoying articles filled with cookies and ads, and the answer's buried. Like
The AI makes it worse now. Yeah.
But now, if you add Reddit to the end of your search, there's some random guy who 4 years ago had the exact same problem you had and found out how to fix it.
Yep. Very true. Very true.
That's what Reddit's best for.
I think so.
I think it's also good for venting anonymously. But when you take it too far, that's the thing. Being a Redditor is the difference.
Harley, any pointers for new Halo Wars players?
Play the game, I guess.
Learn how to properly manage an economy. Dawn asks, how do you guys think the UNSC would fare in the Gears universe or vice versa? Also, Connor, salt and pancakes isn't that weird. I put ketchup on my white rice. That's normal, honestly. That's not that bad. Gears universe, they would do fine. Probably even better than the Gears.
We've lacked a lot of enthusiasm for these questions.
That's because we're coming up in the end.
Okay.
Yeah, we're coming up in the end.
Do you have an end in sight?
Yes.
Oh.
We haven't gone through all of them. I'm going to save them for the rest of them because I didn't realize there were this many. I thought there were less than this.
I mean, yes. It's been months.
What would you guys think of a Halo show or just that was just like Star Wars The Clone Wars or a game that's like Call of Duty where it plays a Marine?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
I would take the show. Warm Apple Swaus, what was or is y'all's dream jobs? I would just love to be a producer somewhere working on some sort of big media project.
If it was in the cards, I think this could be a dream job.
I mean, if we're talking dream job, then definitely a ball player. Like, if we're going to go, like, that's what I wanted to do when I was younger, then reality hit me in middle school. I'm like, yeah, probably not. But, I mean, yeah. I mean, if we're not, like, you didn't say how realistic we had to be.
Yeah. Wraith Ellis33 asks, since you guys didn't answer the question on Discord except with Austin, which is better, text and designs on the front of a t-shirt or the back of a t-shirt? I say designs on the front. You can either have it on the front or on both sides.
I like text on the nippy, design on the back.
On the nippy.
It's a good style.
I agree.
Or small logo even can go right there.
Yeah, small logo right there.
Yeah.
There's a small logo right there.
There's a small logo right there.
Shane, you got a thought?
Probably on the front.
Sick.
Yeah, I don't like, I mean, depending on what it is, I guess it depends on the brand. I don't like too many graphics on my shirts, but I don't know. I don't want to feel like I'm wearing a freaking jersey with something on the back.
This is one for you guys. Seaman asks again, what is the best RKO of all time? For me, it's the Seth Rollins stomp.
Seth Rollins stomp or the Evan Bourne RKO?
I like the Evan Bourne one and the Seth Rollins one. The CM Punk springboard
at WrestleMania.
That's WrestleMania was good.
Mm-hmm.
Really underrated one is oh God. Oh no, I'm blanking. I'm visualizing it in my head.
I would love to answer.
But didn't he do one where AJ Styles was going to give him the phenomenal forearm, and then like AJ like pump faked Randy into doing the RKO motion and flopping?
And he got him anyway.
And then he got him anyway.
Yeah,
that one. I love that one.
Or the one with Chris Jericho where he faked, like turned Chris Jericho around, was like, and made him flinch, and he was laughing at him. He was like belly laughing. He jumped up and RKO'd him as he was laughing.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
With the Brock Lesnar one.
Yep, the Brock Lesnar one was good.
That one's been kind of tainted by what happened to Randy in that match, but
the Undertaker, the choke slam counter. Do you remember that one?
That one's good.
That one was
classic.
Just for shits and gigs. The one with JD McDonough at Survivor Series last year, they chucked him off the top of the steel cage. That was a good one.
Okay.
Harley asks, have you ever completed the Siege of Madrigal Easter egg in Halo Reach at the club? It's fire.
Yes, we have.
Last question from Don Fox. If you never discovered Halo, do you guys have another game or media franchise that would have gotten you passionate enough to do all of this content creation for?
All I could think of that is even close for me is probably Star Wars.
Closest, yeah.
Maybe Call of Duty, like,
I mean, I have another one,
campaigns.
And that's horror movies on Room 237.
Room 237 streaming every Friday.
But in terms of us as a group, I don't know, maybe Star Wars. Probably just gaming in general. Would get on. We probably the podcast.
Say Get On
this Thursday
would probably be the only one we have.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly, at my level of content creation, the stuff that I've done, I probably would pick Assassin's Creed. That would probably grab me the most. But anyway, that's not all of your questions. There's way more than I thought there were. So we're going to just be answering those, continuing going forward for the next however long until we get caught up or until you guys keep on flooding us with questions and we never get to the end. So I hope you guys enjoyed all of that because that was exhausting after a bit. But you can still look forward to next week. We're going to start off our escapade into solidifying ourselves into the Halo podcast space. For real this time. Starting off with next week's episode, The Definitive History of Bungo. It'll be fun. It'll be a great time. So make sure you tune in for that. It'll be a great time. It'll be one of the first actual episodes that we went and spent a ton of time researching before we actually got up here. So it'll be a great time. It'll be really fun. But yeah, if you want to support us directly, patreon.com/JumperScape. You want to join the community, discord.gg/JumperScape. If you want to greenlight a show, ko-fi.com/JumperScape. And otherwise, Q&As are still open. Reviews are going to be read on Get On The Podcast, and the Patreon will be read on Get On The Podcast. So tune in for that on Thursday when the first episode goes live. And James also has his show, Room 237, going live every Friday. Thank you guys so much for listening / watching if you're actually tuning in this time, and we will see you guys next week or on Thursday if you are so inclined. Bye!
The library was produced and published by JumperScape Audio. Funding was provided by our fantastic patrons on Patreon. If you enjoy the show and wish to support JumperScape's future projects or get some sweet benefits, join our Patreon at patreon.com/JumperScape or become part of this truly special community at discord.gg/JumperScape. Thank you for your listenership, and we hope you enjoyed.